All right, guys, welcome back to the WeMaxit slash Imaxit Football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider like, share, and subscribe. If you're an avid fan of the channel, keep on doing that great work. We really and truly appreciate it. Hope all of you guys are pretty much well. We had took a little break because we had a lot of things to cover up, so we tried to take those days off because we have a long week to go because we have a few things on our roster. But let me just give you what we're going to detail today. We're going to talk about the confirmation of who is in charge, which is Merron Garden, for this mini tour. We're going to talk about that extensively. Then we're going to talk about the article on Paula's close to deal. When you go through it, you might realize that it might not be saying that. Then you have the World Cup under 20s for ladies coming up. I want to fill you guys in with that. You have the under 14s coming up, and we have additional information on the Adidas deal that Jamaica dealt with. Yes, and we want to touch on Junior Flemmings as well, conversation, because we have an article here that we want to detail. So as you come in, make sure to smash the like button. This will pass over a little bit over 2 hours, I think. So make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you resubscribe to both channels here and also the Imaxit as well. We try our best to make sure it's organized and properly run and everything. All right. Yes. So let me start with the first article here. We're gonna start with the one that who's in charge. Obviously, you guys heard we posted extensively stating that you had a situation going on where in which Jamaica will be taking part in a four-team tournament, and that will run through the 20th to the 26th. Yes, so that's what we got the confirmation, and who will be the coach. We should not let this slide because a lot of people like to talk and talk only an immediate situation. I think I think we can connect this back to the first situation Palal had with the JFF, where in which he stated that he's not going to go to the Uruguay situation, and that's what caused the first set of problem. So now you understand that the JFF has actually more altered their plans, and with this one, they have someone that they can put in charge. All right, I don't know if Palal is okay with that. I would think he's not okay with that because he never gave the green light the last time. Because I honestly believe that anytime a coach doing something, what they naturally like to do is to go by their plan. So if they have a plan to state that, okay, I'm going to take such and such personnels because I want to keep track of their progress, you like to be everywhere. So I know that if Paula got the chance, with whether or not it's personnels and if it's out of an international break, I would want to think that he would want to agree to come and fulfill his thing because he was already signed on to take care of most of these guys that we have selected on the list. All right, so it has no excuse to say why Paula could not be here. I'm going to give you some additional information, but I'm just giving you my processing and things. And just like how I told you guys the other day, and the Adidas deal, I heard every single thing that I've said live here. When I just heard it came up, go back and watch that video. Every single thing that I've said, Travis came here, beat we down, everything, and the way or we actually tried to talk about it turned out to be correct. But we're going to chop it up. Then we have Mark Alon in the building. Thanks very much, Mark Alon, for being here. How are you doing? All right. So, no, don't. Island card. Just don't worry yourself. That's why I come here. I come here to chop up things. Don't worry yourself. Island card. All right. So make sure to share the video around, guys, as they come in, and make sure to smash the like button. Yes. Let me try see if I can get to my thing here. 1 second. Let me just go through the gleaner here. So in the gleaner, they say Garden takes charge of the Reggae Boyz Austria tournament, I should say. And this was pretty much yesterday. So it published on Monday in the Jamaican Gleaner. So it's nothing that I am making up. It's there. All right. Merron Garden will be the head coach for the Reggae Boyz going into the 3-game tournament in Vienna, Austria, from August 20th to 26th. According to the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, Garden will be assisted by Vassal Reynolds. So those are the two names, Merron Garden and Vassal Reynolds. All right, Merron Garden and Vassal Reynolds. Vassal Reynolds. So make sure you have that written down, Reynolds, because so I have a feeling you're going to hear about these names a lot more times. All right, during the tournament, the JFF failed to disclose the current situation involving Paul Hall, who coached the Reggae Boys in their last set of matches. All right, in Austria, the boys will face Morocco, Qatar, and Ghana on August 20th, 23rd, and 26th, which I do believe that you should have the possibility to get it here. So look out for that. All right. Yes. But those are the two names, and they have stated in one article that they never wanted to talk about Paul Hall in one article, and then I found the next article stating that deal is close to get Paul Hall on board. So it's a lot of confusion, as you always know. The JFF situation goes. All right. JD, some people don't want to admit, say, the Reggae Girls make this deal possible because they go to the World Cup and don't. Yes, yes, yes. It is not a question. It is a fact. It is a fact now. I've gotten a confirmation that the Reggae Girls performance aided the deal big time, and people that said it was from before, it was an ongoing deal, and it's more than one individual involved in that ongoing deal. So it's not just the Reggae Girls only, but it's more than one. But the Reggae Girls had a big part to play in which how the deal was actually structured, and I think everyone of the personnels will tell you that. All right, everyone will definitely tell you that. All right. Yes. I heard Travis came here, and I realized that he's just talking of passionate speaking. But when I went and did my research and got to people, yes, that's how it went. All right, taking life one step at a time. All right, massive respect, Bossy. Thanks for being here. JD, what a go on. I am here, DNA Football. How you doing, Bossy? I know I took a few days out, but remember I told you that I was rebuilding my backyard. So with extra work and the backyard, obviously I'm not going to come here and sell you guys short on any content. I have to keep my energy level up. So because I know that I couldn't keep my energy level up, it makes no sense rushing to do videos, because you know me, not here to collect nothing. I'm not here to run up anything. When the time comes, we will do it and we'll chop it up the proper way. And we know we had a strong set of videos coming for the rest of the week, because the World Cup that we're going to talk about as well, aside from this, is actually this week, and the under 14 youths will be this week, and maybe by the next weekend will be Reggae Boyz it again. So if I can take a 1 and 2 days off, yeah, you understand, because I know I do go hard. All right. Okay, JD, you see the reason why I have to rate you more than anybody else. No, but tell you what, remember, it's not like I want to get any credit to say I'm doing anything better than anybody. I try to separate myself from majority of the thing. I try to just get information, bring to you, and we just have a conversation. That's why I said I'm not going to lean on this Jamaica video, because what that does, it kind of make you rely on too much personals, and I don't want to rely on personals. If I have the information, I just do the video and go around. All right. Remember we talked about let me leave that a little bit. Let me bless up everybody, guys. Once you come in, please do hit the like button, because that's what gives you the visibility. Let me try and get the thing here, so I know that you guys smashing up the like button, making sure you subscribe. Big up JD. Here for the breakdown of all the topics. Yes, man, it's a lot of topics. That's why I started a little bit early. Wanted to chop up one for later as well, but maybe that will be way in the night, maybe 12 o'clock my time, so 6 o'clock your time, when everyone kind of available. I know this might not be the most jam-packed stream, but I still respect everyone that passed through. Yes, man. All right. So who going to be the coach overall? That is the conversation, because we are going to pin it to the next article that we heard from before and show you what's going on. It's tough, guys. It's tough because you guys sent me for information on the Adidas deal, and the Adidas deal does not seems like it doesn't seems like the JFF had so much handle on the Adidas deal as what I've said to you. I've said to you guys before, we have to be very, very careful when we read articles. All right. Yes. We were bossed up on the ends. Brian Burke, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right. Charlton, Mason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then we have Travis in the building, Tennessee in the building. DNA said exactly my point, JD. The deal involved everyone, but the girls is the main attribute for this. Yes, the girls are one of the main personnels drove this deal along. Worst off, they actually qualified. That's why it completed at that time. It never completed a long time and wanted to be unveiled on that specific day. It was completed after the girls them qualified, and that was influential towards it. Because guys, listen to me. When a person done something, they spent their money. Remember, they are the one that spent their money, right? They are the one that spent their money, and they come and tell you this is the reason why it happened. Just like the deal with the kid. What's his name again? The midfielder kid that went to the USL. When they said Pearson, when they said we saw him played in the national team and we saw him get enough games in the under 20 and he was a captain and he plays such and such minutes, and that's why we are very much happy to have him here. They never told you about anything else. So they are telling you why they bought the kid. It's just when it comes down to Jamaica, it's like we have to have shields and protect something that makes no sense. You understand me? Because I can't understand. I'm struggling to understand why are we trying to protect that the national team using people. I think even most of the persons inside the JFF literally said it. Yes, it helps. And if the kids have the talent and they can push them through, it helps because it's going to trickle down to help the JPL. And guys, I told you from last year, when the JPL sells players, the JPL is connected under the JFF berth. They get percentage of players sold because it's one footballing body. I've said that 1.5 years ago. So it's beneficial to everybody when a player has been sold. All right. Remember, I told you that. Remember, I told you that. All right. I've said that for 1 year running. All right. Yes, but we don't have to lament on the negatives. We are just trying to go through the positive. Demarks, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. One Spence. I think your name is One Spence. All right. Let me know. Big up, God's Warrior. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you and the fam. At this point, just cover girls football. Okay, no problem, Siobhan. So why you say that? Adidas deal had a lot to do with Sidela. They sponsored the Ajax jersey last year, and I feel the new deal will create a Bob Marley style football jersey, maybe training kit or something. We will wait until. But you have a good point there, Travis. They have good connection, and I was trying to do some research on the personnels them, and what I've gotten is thanks to my boy. It was my boy sent me the last clip because I was doing some research here. Because from the first time they have said that the personnel that had the trademark, their location was in Belgium. I was trying to track it down. I was getting the guy's name, but I never got the company connected to it. So when the company's name came up, I felt much more confident, and I said, okay, this is the guy, and it was big deal, and sent me the thing for him. And I was laughing because I was just getting the finalized information on it. And it showcased that the guy he's on the deal because they said that he signed the deal with them. So really and truly, let me bring up the JFF as well, so we can give you that information after your letter. Yes, just give it the company name and everything, so we don't have anything lost. And we are trying to stay on structure, yeah. Yes, so we're just trying to give you as much information. 1 second. All right then. All right, so Marlon Gibbert and Roberts, CEO of Business to Sport, two sport group. Those are the individuals that it looks like those are the ones own the rights to the logo. So and they have stated that statement of Marlon Gilbert Roberts, CEO of Business to Sport Group, who was one of the architect of this historic deal alongside sports lawyer Jonathan Imps and Fitzroy Simpson. So they are telling you who ink the deal, and it has to do with the personnel for the the logo, the personnel for the logo, and the additional two lawyers. The Fitzroy Simpson, I don't know if it's the Fitzroy Simpson from before. I will try and check it out to make sure. So that is my duty to do the next two ones and let you know. So you will know who strike the deals. All right. So I'm going to check Jonathan Impe and Fitzroy Simpson to see if none of them connected directly on behalf of the JFF. And then I can tell you how much percentage the JFF had on the finalizing of the deal. But I know one party out of it was actually for the logo. All right. So it's coming very much clear. TEDx, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, Bossy. How are you doing? Adidas want to invest into winner, not loser. Remember that. All right. JD, me here, YouTubers a big up JFF for the deal, not realizing that it was the girls that caused the deal. But the statement, if you read the statement, they have literally stated it. Yes, it was, yes, and I thought even the personals them that's in and around the JFF said it was because of the girls them. If you listened well, they have said it. Even Mr. Speed, he would not deny it. Mr. Speed would not deny it. Believe me. Yes, so you can ask Mr. Speed. He will tell you that the girl them have a lot to do with it, and the individual from business to sport group. Yes, so the business to sport group with the lawyers come together to hash out the deals. What was inside the deal would have been the main personnels, which is the Reggae Girls. They are the only success you have on the football inside in the land, period. And they are the only consistent success, because when you look at it, they have qualified for World Cup, but not just that. They have qualified for the second time, and they have ranked third in the region. So it might make you feel a way that like they should be qualifying for back to back World Cup. So it's a success in the pipeline, because you only have 3 teams that naturally qualify then. 3-4 teams naturally qualify. So if a team is ranked in the 3rd spot, you want to say that, okay, more than likely this team would always be a winner style, and then I can connect those winners style to start sell the brand. So now I'm going to take the Reggae Girls now and start sell them to the outer personnel, them outside the borders of Jamaica, just as what they have said in the article here. You understand me? So they have literally spilled out every single thing what they would want to do, and people should not question it, because they are saying it in the letter here. They are literally saying it in the letter. I'm going to put up the letter right after this. Yes. Bless up Sheridan. Guys, as you come in, make sure to smash the like button, because remember, we are going maximum 2 hours. Thanks everyone for the continuous support. I can't ask for more. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscription button to get us to the 3,000 mark. Remember, we still have that on the focus, but because we skipped out a few days, we know it's kind of hard for people to know that they should be liking the video. The deal have everything to do with the girls and Sidella, even Fitzroy Simpson. All right, JD, it's all politics. Pearson and Duncan, only players get deals. Players like Malachi Douglas or Malachi Douglas was really excellent in the first half versus Costa Rica and never played a game. All right. Sidella was named in Adidas press release. How could anyone say the girls have nothing to do with it? But Jason, even the press release telling you that the girls have something to do with it. So I don't know why we have to play down the girls. It is like, I have a feeling like it's because men are so in sports then. Man in sports are yeah, in sports in Jamaica, we are like the failures and the girls them keep on shining up since Usain Bolt. You get that same feeling? Like we are the ones failing, and because these girls have been successful in track and field, in the football, in the netball, it's like we start eating on them. We don't even want to give them their true credit. Come on, man. You gotta give the girls them their true credit, man. From day one, I said, when everyone turned their back on the girls, I said, Vin Blaine is not good enough to coach a team. Let the girls them choose who they want. They say that this guy has not done certain things. He talks as if like he's not up to that level. That's the exact word I've said on the Imaxit Football, and I stood by it. And the girls them turned it around and turned it in a successful campaign. So let we just be respectful to the girls and keep supporting them. Yes. Cass 1JM, big up yourself. I hope that this deal helps them manage the money problems. They are always in better, even though no, it's not gonna help them do anything. It's just a deal that has a lot of personals involved. Sean Bays, make sure to share the video around, yeah. Damian Bailey, big up yourself. How are you doing? Yeah. Yes, it's our Reggae Boyz Fisher Simpson. Okay, good. But I'm gonna still do the research and see on behalf of who we went in on the deal. All right. Yes, I'm gonna try and do that. Yeah, big up yourself, Sean B. Stuffy Rudy. All right. Marlon Gibbert is also Elia Marlon Gibbert Roberts is also a Jamaican. Okay. Yes, I would assume that. Why would they be interested in the logo? Um, Ron Spence, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, JD. That is so true. The men in Jamaica are a fail. I never wanted to make it sound that way because now you're gonna hear me that I start eating on men, and I didn't mean it that way. I just said maybe it's something like that. It's like we're trying to find a way not to give the girls them credit. And I think it's either connected to the men's not delivering it as the girls overall, and also because the girls them did it their way. So two things. So the girls them know what they want. Sidela Mali from outside make the JFF look bad, and girls overall just doing better than men in the country. Period. You understand me? So maybe that does make we just have a HH for the girls them are try to play down their achievement. You understand me? And we need to do better than that. We need to definitely do better than that. Yeah, man. All right. This won't help JFF at all because nothing not change. Yes, I think the deal will not help JFF at all. So we flip over then. So we have Merron Garden and Vassal Reynolds. Those are the Merron Garden will be the head coach, and the assistant will be Vassal. Yes. So those are the two will be entering that. The Youth Under 14 tournament will be coming up very soon. We might have a few games on that, so look out for that. And the World Cup Under 20, we are going to be covering the start of the tournament. Remember, the Concacaf teams, we are going to be covering all of their matches, all right? Yes, maybe one and few we might miss out, but Concacaf teams, we will be covering all of them. So look out for that. Just like how we close all tournaments, we will be doing it. So we have Mexico, USA, Canada, and Costa Rica. Yes, I think those are the individuals that will be there. Yes, so look out for that. We will be covering that very soon. All right. Yes. We did the deal already, and then we're going to we're going to bring up these very soon. So let me just switch over all of these things so we can get everything running. All right. So we can get the information on the screen, so you don't have to question what I'm saying if it's true. You understand me? Yes. So we'll put it up on the screen here. Yes. So this is it should be it on the screen. This is one of the letters that was actually written by the JFF. So you can read it for yourself. Just go here, official JFF site. They have posted majority of the things, so they are not hiding anything. All right. Yes. All right, JD. The reason why the JFF having problem making sponsorship deal is because the JFF don't see football as business. Them see a sports game. Okay, maybe. Tomorrow the U14 boys and U20 girls tournament gonna start. All right, thanks very much for that, Kevin. But you don't have to worry yourself. We'll always have a wallpaper already been built, so you know the exact time of the game and everything. Kevin, big up yourself. JD, the men, the Jamaica are putting all their energy in and talent into chopping. Oh my God! All right, Jesus Christ! All right, all right, all right. So let we just go up on the parallel situation. So right after this, they have stated no before this. Let me make sure we give it. This was from the fourth. So 4 days before they have written the next article, they have stated that parallel decision close. So parallel decision close does not necessarily mean it's going to be a good decision, something that we want. It said parallel decision close. Close meaning close to happen, something. Whether good or bad. Close, something to happen. All right. So I always read it with understanding, because when people read it before and sent it to me, they were talking as if like yes, he's gonna get confirmation on getting the job. No, it means you're going to either get the job or not get the job. So a decision will be made very soon. That's pretty much what the title is saying. So it's not a misleading title. It's just maybe the personals reading it and want to take it the way how they want to take it. But it says parallel deal close. So that's it. Nothing else. All right. So the Jamaican Football Federation, JFF, and National Senior Men's Interim Coach Parallel are close to agreeing a long-term deal. So now they explain it now. Yes, what they meant. A source close to the JFF told the Gleaner yesterday that the Federation is pushing for a final agreement this month. After an agreement is reached, all will be given the job on a full-time basis. All right. Yes. So that they are pushing for something to happen. So it still have a possibility of not happening. All right. But they are pushing regardless. All right. When contacted yesterday, Rudolph Speed, the chairman of the JFF's technical committee, said he would not be commenting on the matter. All right. I will not be in charge for the Reggae Boys when the team travels to Austria for the mini football tournament from August 20th to 26th, which you already saw that. The Gleaner sought a comment from all and JFF President Michael Ricketts, but calls to both men went unanswered, which you know that's a normal thing. Either their phone is dead or it went unanswered. All right, this month's tournament, which includes Morocco, Qatar, and Ghana, takes place outside the regular FIFA international window and at the start of the 2023 English football season. All who has club commitments in England will therefore not be available for the tournament. But I've heard otherwise. Hall 49 was a member of the Jamaica's team that qualified for the FIFA World Cup in France 1998 and previously served as assistant to the former Reggae Boyz head coach Theodore Whitmore. He was appointed on an interim basis last December after Whitmore's dismissal. He led the Reggae Boyz to a 3-1 win, Nations League win over Suriname. Nations League win over Suriname on June 7th. Then a 1-1 draw at home with Mexico June 14th. So they said the excuse is it's because it's a FIFA window. So Parallel has commitments. So that is the excuse. Commitments. So no, on the topic of Parallel, I have heard that he would come if they called him. So that's not like a mixed statement I'm hearing. So that's not really good for me. The Reggae Boys will play Mexico in their return leg of the Nations League on March 20. 2023. Sorry about that. All right. Yes. So that's practically it. But that's the only excuse they gave you. That Paula would not be available because he has other commitments. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna chop up that then. So how would you, what kind of deal you would sign with Paula? Because remember, they have stated that they want Paula to keep the job. Remember, Mr. Speed and others have always said it's good for Paula to keep the job. So they could get other personnels like Paula could use his job to help personnels to better locations. All right, look at that then. So what happens if you have some emergency thing to be done inside Jamaica on a non-FIFA date? So that simply means you're going to be out here signing a person that can't fully commit to Jamaica. So what say you on that, guys? Are you agreeing with that? Are they desperately disapprove of that type of behavior? Let me know, guys. And at the same time, please do smash the like button while you are here. I would not agree with that. But you need to take these statements down from earlier, guys, because remember, they are saying that the reason why he can't come now is because of commitment. So what kind of deal you can make with a man that's already committed to something else? That simply means Jamaica would be second choice, because this is a perfect way to see more of the talents that you want to include in the 16+7 rule. You understand me? So this would be a perfect opportunity. And that's why I know it's not true. He would have come if they actually call him to come here. I truly believe it's not true. Big up JD. We still need JFF to go sell and promote their product. Big up. All right. JD, are you saying the men's ego can't accept the woman's being yes. Yes, I believe so. And I would not. I believe so strongly as well. No need to apologize, JD. Usain Bolt and some of our past players say it. Our male athletes and ballers are very egotistic. Yeah, well, it's just leading to that, to be honest. So since we all know that the JFF is the reason why the Reggae Boys and teams can't seem to get anywhere, what can we do who want to see the change do to see the change? We have tried numerous things, but as I know, sometimes it makes it a little bit more difficult, because I'm trying my best to get certain things out there, and people trying their best, even when it's 100% proof. People trying their best to try turn the people away from it, because as I said, once we can get people to start pressure FIFA and other personnels, it can always be in the spotlight, and then it takes a player or a few players to say, okay, I'm tired of this behavior. So all we can do is just keep it in the spotlight of the players and let them know that, listen to me, this is the situation at hand, and it's very bad. If you don't do something, we can't do anything. So the players them, what we can do, put it in the eyes of the players them, then the players them force it to some of the board members to stand up and say, listen to me, this is enough. It's not going anywhere. And then automatically FIFA can step in. But it does not have to be an election. Bless up Damian Bailey. Hope all is well with you. Then we have our brother, Chris Smith in the house. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right. Whoa. But the article let it sound like he will get the job. No. It twists in it, you know. They started off to make it sound like he will get the job. Yes, and then make sure you put it down there to say that, yes, they will make a decision. If you make a decision, that doesn't mean you're going to get the job. You heard players in England are no. I've never heard that. And I would say it straight out if I wanted to say exactly that. I would have said it straight out. The coach need to be compensated enough to make the job a priority, and is or her only commitment. But you still can't go with it. That's why I ask you, would you go with it? So if you can't pay a man, would you you accept a half decent job? No. So if that's the reason, that means I wouldn't pick Paula as the coach then. If we are going to stop by what they've said in this article, Paula has commitment inside FIFA window, no, I don't want him to be the coach then. You get me? Unless I can pay him the full money, but I'm not going to pay him half-assed money for him to come and do a job. You have other personnel that you can contact. You contact them and check. You understand me? But I know that's a lie. You understand me? I know that's a lie. You get me? So that's just something to take off the news off their backs. I know that that's a lie. Paula, if you call him, he would be here. All right. So why Paula couldn't be the coach while still negotiating his salary makes no sense. I believe JFF has no money to pay him. Well, it just come down to the same thing that I've just said. God's warrior. You get me? Yes. So they don't take him if he's going to be a part-time man, and then Merron them have to take over when you have to do something with the kids them in the non-FIFA window. Remember, the man sold us a project that the entire country should use. You can't take those FIFA window to do that. Guys, let we think the man, let we think educated, no? If you want to structure an entire country, how can it take only FIFA window to do that? You understand me? It makes no logical sense. It's going to take outside FIFA window to do that. So he has to commit more time. I just believe that they don't have the same interest in him as before. Or they just don't have the money to pay him. Because Mr. Speed said it several times. They're still negotiating his wage with him. But at first, Paul said he will do everything to make everything all right, to make the job done. So is it that Paul hiking up his wage now and want his true value? Because he saw what they did to them in Suriname? These are the things that we have to ask, because these are the tough questions. You understand me? We will open the phone. We will open the phone line so people can call in, because these are matters that definitely tough to chop up, by myself. All right, guys. Yeah, man. Make sure as you come in, you get the likes up, guys. We make sure we can hit we still can aim for 100 within the time, if that's possible. I know it's possible because you guys checking out the video. So it's more than possible. But let's get it up, man. Whenever you come on, and we talked about some tough thing. Yes, we want to touch the Junior Flemming conversation, just to give you my view on it. I disagree with that. If Paula wants the job, he have to quit PR. No. But if the PR job entails he can't come without, can't come here during FIFA windows. No, do outside FIFA windows. Then he can't get the job. How can you implement other things? So what happened? The other guys then will be on the land, which you said you believe in the youths them. So you have to listen to the words, Bossy. You have to listen to the words, Island Card. If the man saying that he believes in the kids them. That simply means if you're going to take the job, you're not taking the job on behalf of the guys them overseas. You're taking the job them to get the guys them inside the country up to the same speed as the overseas personnel. They are available outside FIFA window. So why would you take a job that only permits you to do the job inside FIFA window? Please explain that to me, Island Card, because that's showing you that it makes no sense. He's saying one thing and it's contradicting the approach. It's making perfect sense. The man said we have the talent and the land. So in order to find that talent, the best time to do it's outside FIFA window. So why would you take a job when you have commitments on the other side? That makes no logical sense. So let me know. You wouldn't take it because that is the best way for you to exploit that little time when you don't have the next guys them, and you could come in to see more true talents, and you can get to use them a little bit more, because if you have the better guys them, you're not going to bench the better guys them to use the next youth them. That makes perfect sense, guys. You understand me? And remember, the guy said it, All right. So where else in the world you see another coaching problem like this? Not much places. Errol McDonough, big up yourself, man. Thanks for the continuous support, people. Jamaica don't look like a real place. Every time they have bad news. No, well, it's just because maybe you're closer to the news right now, But other places have bad news. Paula currently has commitments, but those can go away if he is paid accordingly. But the guy said anytime Jamaica call him, he would be here. You get me, Jason? The man never say him have the commitment or whatever. The man said he has an understanding with his club. So if Jamaica needs him, he will come here. And I listen to words what people says, all right? And that's what he said. So I am not going to listen to nothing else. You get me? Good morning. Big up IMAX. Big up, big up, big up. Thanks for being here. Exactly my point, JD. JFF putting out those words, trying to manipulate people. Yes, because if you listen to the word of the man said one thing, so I don't know. Jason come and say him have commitment, like you want with a believe. Say him have commitment. The man said the opposite, Jason, of what you're saying. Be careful, Jason. Man, yeah, try sell the Kool-Aid, you know. Guys, we need to we need to beat the one Jason him and try to sell the Kool-Aid. Up top father Warren, yeah man. The man just take the players back so them get him out. I lie them a tell. Paula says say he loves JA and he will do anything to get Jamaica football back up. Money was not a problem. Yes, so all right, all right. Paula ain't good enough. Can give Farmer Mount Pleasant coach the job. Okay, whatever. Travis, Travis, a troublemaker. Let's get 300 likes on this. It's something we need to talk about. Smash the like button. Yeah, man. But people smash the like button, man. Early days, 5 o'clock, So what I can't complain, I will take anything, Yeah. But JD, we all know he has a job already, even if he says otherwise. JFF not putting food on his plate. But if the man says otherwise, Jason, if I have a job and come here and said, listen to me, anytime you guys call me, I'm going to come here. And then they call me one day and I am not turning up. And I said I could turn up. What you're going to say? You're going to say me can you out or something. You get me? So you're going to hold me to my word. So Paula said anytime they want him here, he would come here. You don't believe that the man said it because of he knows who they are. I think so. I think so. You understand me? I think so. But Jason will try his best to make it difficult as possible. So I will just leave Jason in his belief. Yes, JD, I don't want him to be the coach. Then, if that's the case, and I have a strong feeling he would not be the coach because JFF don't want him. Yes. But all I'm trying to do is just give you different sides to the conversation. You understand me? I'm trying to give you different sides to the conversation. You get me? Yes. JD sound like they can't pay him what he want to be paid. So they are talking about part-time coach. Look at it, guys. Look at it. You remember? I remember a video which I watched, and someone sent me a clip, and I went and watched the video. Mr. Speed and Management Program. You can go and watch it yourself. When he said he started to talk about coaches. And said, oh, the coaches on the thing, they need to get personal jobs, front up jobs. They can't be assistant because assistant don't learn certain things. And when he finished his lines, which you can go and watch for yourself, I came here and said to you, guys, the man trying to sell you that they're going to start put coaches here. That's what when should a program in big position in the country, and we should accept it because every other country statistic shows that they get more success when they can relate to the player and be educated. So and I came here and said, brother, don't follow that. It's not true. It is not true. And the reason why it's not true, based on the fact that you have different locations, like England and those places, they are bigger coaches because they have some of the best licenses in the world. Italy, they have the best license in the world. They have more money than Jamaica. England have more money than Jamaica. Belgium have more money than Jamaica. Almost everybody in Europe has more money than Jamaica. Almost everybody in Europe has more money than Jamaica. And all of the footballing cultures them has more money than Jamaica. So they have the best coaches to select from, and they have a footballing culture. So that simply means it's over 30 to 40 years old. So they have coaches coming through the ranks, and they have history. We don't have any history in football. We have no history in coaching. We don't have any history in football. So it's not the same thing when a man come and tell you that coaches need to get experience through the national team in spite because they need to learn with the national team. What happened to when they qualify, they look a job somewhere else? You get me? And people come here like Hakeem. And I said, Hakeem, a fool, and she say attack. Oh, ironic. Right after that, the immediate tournament coming up after that, his coach is coming on, separate from the interim coach that should get the full-time job. The guy spoke it. The guy told it from before. Every single time he tells you a thing, he told you the 16 plus 7 rules. And I came and made a video on it, and people said, oh, JD, you're reading too much. And then your Paula come out and tell you 16 plus 7. So when people talk, you take them to their words. Remember, they are the ones that instill in rules. So if they say something, what else you expect? If you hear them say something that benefits them, what you expect to happen after? It's going to be the same thing. So the man keep on telling you, and he went and did the same thing over and over. Every single time he tells you something, it happens. At what point you are going to realize that, come on, man, you know, I can't JD a line because the man said 3-4 weeks before it happened. Him said 3-4 weeks before it happened. And every single time it happened. And then people, it's like someone want to come like, when someone sell, what I mean, you know. That's a sell propaganda to them people, man. When them literally I tell you. Garfield Sink here. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Speed does not want Paul for coach. The JFF mandates is to line their pockets and the pockets of their bodies. JD, it's a waste of time talking. They can't think for themselves. Well, I have to put it out there now for people to actually, someone can pick up what I'm saying and pull up the video and realize what I'm saying and go back and check the history. You have all of the reports them out there. You understand me? Big up yourself, saying, boy, thanks for being here. Pastor with the fire belt. Pastor, you can call in here. The phone line is up. Yes. But what? Let me drop the link. So no, yeah, let me drop the link here. Okay, so people can come on and see their piece, because it's like somebody have challenged me on what I'm saying, because I have all the documents here on the screen, and people seems to just want to believe what they want to believe. And nowadays I don't really believe nothing that comes from the side. No, but I believe it when they say it and it goes in favor of them, and then after that I saw the same thing. You get me? When we won, who was our coach, JD? When we won, it was Paula. Paula was the coach lately. And Paula was the last coach. All right. So we dropped the link. So whosoever want to come in, I will let it stay there to the end of the show. We're not passing over 2 hours. All right. Yeah, because I might have to do an extreme later in the night on the Imaxit channel. Yes, so make sure to subscribe, guys. Let me pass the 50 and then we keep on moving. All right. Jobless, big up yourself, big up Jobless. Thanks for being here. JD, some of them seems like them have amnesia. Yes, because if you go back and pull up the files, you realize that they have said it, you know. So it's like either we're just doing videos to make money and live, and we don't believe in nothing ourselves, or we should believe in things and hold them accountable to it, you know. Yes. So that is one story. Before, because we have a whole host more, let me bring up this one. All right, so this is Mr. Junior Flemming, which you guys know that he went to Toulouse, yeah, and obviously Toulouse went up. So it was always a question to ask if he's going to get game, or they're going to ship him off somewhere or something. Remember, that was a question that we asked, because we know that one tier is a different tier. And one of the tier, when he was actually at the lower tier, he only got minutes in the additional games, them the final games, them we have to be honest to ourselves, and that's a fact. You can check it yourself. He only got minutes in the final games, them. All right, he never got a minute in the normal games, them. Only in the final games, them he got game time. These are all facts, and we're going to make sure we put it up on the screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I can pull up the old things them to show you, and show you where the team was when he got game time. So at least you can put everything in context. All right. So I'm gonna just go through it. Okay, Pastor, come on. Times are tough for the winter TFC rookie. As announced on our site, Junior Flemmings has been sent to reserve by Felipe Montier this Wednesday evening. The Jamaican took part in a friendly match between the TFC B team and Balma 1-1. Flemmings played the first period and at at left wing and appeared out of form. All right. As a reminder, Flemings had the right to a staggering vacation since he played until the beginning of June with Jamaica. Dennis Genrio is the same situation. Is in the same situation, but the Australian has indeed resumed with the professional group and has participated in the last two friendly matches against Montpellier and Clermont. Unlike Flemmings, the 26-year-old player recruited this winter in the United States has only had 25 minutes of playing time since his signing and his immediate future at the club, especially with the arrival of Zakaria Abuk Abuklal is written in dotted lines. Okay, so these people have been very much serious because they try to use three different parties. They use the fact that someone else came in and he was a part of, and he's not informed as well. So they are making sure you can cut out the excuse. They are saying it looks like the future of Flemings is not at the club. You understand me? That's what they're trying. This conversation is trying to lead to. All right. Yes. And they brought in Zachariah, which we're going to copy his name now, and we're going to put his name in it so you can understand for yourself. All right. So we ain't out here fabricating anything. We're just reading it live and telling you exactly what it sounds like. All right. So we're going to bring up him in transfer market so you can see him yourself. All right. Yes. We're going to go through the article. So. All right, so he came in for 2 million, right winger, 22-year-old. All right, Morocco international. All right, yes, appearance one, so far, League One. Yep. All right, starting 27 minutes, no starting berth, 27 minutes, no goal participation. All right, Warren Webster joined the panel as well. All right. So just trying to show you. And he's coming from AZ Alkmaar, that is in Netherlands, and he's from PSV under 21s as well. Yes. So let me go back to the article just to finish it. All right. Yes, we want to make sure we get everything. During this reserve match, two other professional players played. Tom left side, and Clary Sebier midfield. The rest of the team was made up of young people close to the pro group, such as Christian Mawisa, European under-17 champion Rayan, and Rafiq. All right, so basically, some young players they put him to play with, and you have two personnel trying to get back to the normal standard. But this is the main important part of the conversation, just to show you what they're trying to say. You get me? What they're trying to say, maybe he's out of favor because it looked like they took him on, thought that he had the potential, and maybe still do. We're not trying to kill his career, maybe still do. But they are saying, based on what they saw, who they brought in, similar to how I told you that they brought in three other young attacking midfielders for Cassiupen and Maggie could not get in a game. Now they are bringing Zakaria, which has extreme amount of experience in Europe, pretty much developed in Europe, in the Netherlands market. Yes, and their playing style suits how he plays. You understand me? So they are saying that it looks like his future is in doubt. So I want to bring you to the panel and the personnel inside the chat. Let me know what say you. But before I get anywhere, I will bring on anyone else. Please do get the likes up on the stream. We are right there stuck at 49 likes for like 10 minutes. I know a lot of people eat on the channel, but the real people just make sure to smash the like button, because the one thing we do, we talk reality here, and if we have a paper here, we cannot swing it around to make it sound anything better than what the people am saying here. All right? Yes. So let me bring up Lansley, and then we go to Warren right after this. Good day, Sir Lansley. We're not hearing your pastor. We're not hearing your pastor.
Good morning. Good morning. Imaxit WeMaxit family. You hear me now?
Yes, you are hearing him.
Okay,
Pastor, we
okay.
can hear you.
Yes, Warren, big up.
Mm.
I want to speak first to those persons who continue to, JD say, sell Kool-Aid, but carry the narrative of a particular group of people despite glaring, blatant evidence opposite to what they are positing. When it was made known that the 6 coaches would be going to do the Concacaf A license, Neil said on the Imaxit program that we should look ahead because one of these coaches are going to be given the job to lead the Reggae Boys team. And we laughed, and I said, Neil, it is the only thing that is going to happen. You are not just prophetic, you are sound and correct. Some of us agreed with him, some of us didn't take it serious. But there's a clause in the JFF bylaws that you cannot get any support from the JFF if you demonstrate or advocate against the JFF. Paul Hall's siding with the players in Suriname by virtue of the constitution of the JFF prohibits them from hiring him as long as they view his actions in light of that bylaw or that constitutionality. All that Speed is talking about with Paul Hall is a shadow. And it is a shadow because he knows there will be a continuation of an outcry by people like myself and those of us who see the wickedness that he continues to portray and carry out on the Jamaica football product. They choose their platforms to go on because they have those who will massage their egos and allow them to trivialize the destruction that they have presided over across all age group and sex in the football program. As it relates to them negotiating salary for Paul Hall, this was made public by Paul Hall in an interview. Queen Park Rangers has given him their full support for him to take up the job as the head coach for the Jamaica national senior men team. He has their support as they work out, as Paul Hall and the JFF work out what is to be in terms of contracts. He got allowance for every time they would need him in terms of time from his duties at Queen Park Rangers, subject to the finalizing or finalization of the decision that the JFF would make as it relates to Paul Hall. He did not foolishly give up his job at Queen Park Rangers, not knowing whether or not JFF would hire him. But he has had discussion with Queen Park Rangers to inform them that there is a discussion with the Jamaica Football Federation as to him being contracted for the job. So Queen Park Rangers has given him the full commitment and the full support. And this is in an interview. They can go search for it. This is public information. Paul Hall, in communication with Queen Park Rangers, has gotten their full support as he negotiates the job. If the JFF wanted Paul Hall, it would not be an issue as it relates to his responsibilities with Queen Park Rangers. Because I bet you that the professional system of Queen's Park Rangers has already put things in place should Paul Hall be contracted out to be the head coach of the Jamaica national team. A head coach of a team does not only operate with the team during FIFA windows. That's not a head coach job. That is an interim coach contracted to deal with international matches. That's a total different thing than a head coach. So all of you who are in the chat positing on filthy rubbish, because that's all that it is. And JD, I'm going to characterize it in the best English term for the degenerating destruction that they continue to do. In supporting the JFF, what you are supporting is tyranny and destruction for everybody who support the JFF. Because what they are doing, they have publicly stated that they would do prior to doing it. So you don't have to question their actions. They tell you what they're going to do. Speed spoke for the Jamaican coaches to really develop. They must be put in point position in top jobs. They're not learning anything as understudy or deputy. So what that means is that Andre Coley did not learn anything from Schaefer. And Schaefer getting a job or getting connections for him to get a job wherever he is now is the rubbish. And Speed knows better than every single football administrator and coach the world has ever seen. That is that on that issue. I will allow you to go to Warren and then I will come back and
All right.
speak to the
Merron should
Flemmings and the other
comment.
issue.
Merron should comment and then bring in Warren. All right. Um, TikTok, and let's wish Junior the best and don't try and tear him down. He has a contract and should fight for his place. I do agree with him fight for his place TikTok, but no one on planet Earth tearing him down. That's why we just talk about why the woman them better than the man them in a Jamaica. Jamaican sport basically. And it look like it'll go even further than that too as well. You understand me? Because who the Ross they are sat about tear down players. I'm reading off an article. Go find the people who write the article and ask them a question. It's just so difficult to actually do these videos because best for him to do is ask them to help him go on loan on the second league to the second league. He ain't ready for the first league. Flemo have a lot of work to do. All right, he just need to put in some hard work. They wanted him, so they must see something in the player. I would have a next conversation, but I prefer not to have the conversation because a lot of people I've realized that watches these videos, they are not the best at comprehending nothing. So I rather just leave it alone because I was just going to connect something again, which people should want to learn. What I was talking about 1 year ago, but I would just prefer leave it alone because I can't deal with some of them people because they may look like them want to have conversation. You get me? Best of yourself, Jane. Whether big up yourself. Andrew and Dockland Stenick. So I'm bringing Warren. So Warren, say a piece, boss, because I'm not even about to say anything. I'm not even about to say anything because I'm just like a
let me unmute.
and show them why we know for do certain things, you know. You understand me? Yes, but let us make it slide. We make it slide.
Yeah, big up to the whole Imaxit family. Long time, here busy doing some work, and of course you have to feed the family, you know. Anyways,
Yeah,
JD, bless up yourself, you know. And another awesome information you're spewing out on your platform here, and that need to be said, you know, and need to be discussed. You know, like you said, it's really frustrating to discuss Jamaican football and any platform, you know, without a war starting, or without you know, total confusion, and sometimes, you know, delusional behavior of some of our commenters, you know. But then again, this is a free platform where everybody have the right to you know, to their
man.
opinion, and to say what's on their mind, because then, you know, we can have a discussion, right? And
Mhm.
we're all big people, we're all adults, you know. So let's see where everybody else is coming from, especially you, the host. You know, you need to look when somebody's speaking, and look at the contents, and you always have to relate it to something else. A lot of times there's certain connection that haven't been made, because, you know, you don't listen to an entire stream, or you don't listen to a continued conversation, and you come in, some people come in the middle of a conversation. It's like getting a picture and tearing the corner of a picture, and then you want to tell me what the whole picture look like. It's totally impossible. So yeah, so context always matter when we're having a discussion. You need to know what we're discussing, what we're talking about, what we're trying to achieve, and what the end result is. Right?
But what I think, Warren, I just believe that people saw that we are trying to do things professionally, break down
Of
things good.
course, that's
And
the
it's like
only way
we
we
are
have to
trying
do
to
it.
keep you in the box of the Boogie Yaga
Delusional
war,
sex. No, no,
you know?
no, no. We will
Yes,
not
but
do that
as
here.
what
Hmm?
Jason said here, JD McCann follow TikTok. But
Hmm?
sometimes, Jason, the conversation so nice where we are try have and I try a whole conversation, because remember at the end of the day, you know, we are the one, we are the news. You know, people should understand we are the news. So if we don't put it out there enough time, maybe Paula now gonna say the truth. So
Hmm.
you're gonna say, oh, Junior Flemmings, then pick Junior Flemmings, give me, let me accept it. But what if he bucks up on this
Hmm.
video to see that, oh, maybe Junior Flemmings not playing, you know? So let me take someone else and we can influence the winning of the team. That should be our
Exactly.
job, you know. That when I
Exactly.
took this position, that's my actual job. So when people act like, oh, don't tear down the youth, I never owned that.
But then again, context matter, because if we have other Jamaicans, like I said, listen to my statement, Jamaicans. If we have other Jamaicans in at home and in the diaspora, that is you know, creating waves and doing much better, you should they should be considered. And this is the whole idea of being fair, transparent, and giving everybody their fair due, because they're willing to go out there and work hard and prove themselves as a football player, right? You know,
Warren,
when it comes to, go ahead, Pastor.
permit me to just say this. Let me
Go
draw
ahead,
an
go ahead.
analogy. Let me draw an analogy.
Yeah, but we don't want to make TikTok mash up the show, you know. Cause from the other day
No,
we not
no,
make mash up the show, you know. So don't give TikTok 3 more minutes, you know. It might become
no. A
celebrity.
Warren, no man. A Warren made talk to a point that Warren made and you chimed in on. I just want to put something in there to strengthen it. You know, the Jamaicans lost the relay at the World Championship, the female team, to an America team that does not have anybody on it matching the quality of the Jamaican female team. And people went on social media and beat Kemba Nelson wickedly. They all are responsible for Jamaica losing. Something was there that a lot of people didn't see. Kemba Nelson ran the same time that Brianna Williams ran on the first leg. What people did not realize is that Jamaica did not have one efficient button pass throughout that relay. And that is
Mhm.
how USA won.
Yes.
So even though we had the faster athletes, the time we took to exchange the baton from one person to the other, and I believe we had structured the relay people on different legs incorrectly. Those were the little things that made us lose that gold medal.
Yeah, and on that
Now I
day they
want
had
to.
technically they weren't solid technically.
They were not solid at all. The senior
Mhm.
team has not run a good relay in a while now. Since the Olympics, they have not run a good relay. I have not seen a good relay since the Olympics, the senior females. However, I've said that to say this. Brianna Williams probably would have made the difference in the battle change between she and Elaine.
Yeah, yeah,
That did not happen between she and Kemba. However, Kemba had earned her place on the relay team by
yeah, yes.
beating Brianna. So, how is it that you putting the information out there in the difference of these two females is that tearing down Kemba or Brianna? How does
Yeah,
that translate to
Good
tearing
point.
down
Good point.
anybody
yeah, but because
when
we
you're
don't,
speaking to the issue?
analogy is kind of far off, because we don't talk track and field here, We left the track and field channel them. No, still
No, no,
football.
I'm
no.
But
talking, no, no, I'm talking personnel. JD, I'm talking personnel. I'm talking personnel. I'm saying
Remember,
Kemba
remember,
as
remember.
a person.
Past the year in context, because the context is female sports. Being yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
See, we're not gonna fight to make put past the
So
context correct.
when the big when the- JD when the big star pass that talk, we just have to sit down like we in a Sunday school and just listen.
All right. Look, man, say, Paul,
Warren, back to your point that you were saying, yeah, Warren.
you
Me
never
that,
finish
me that.
because me want to go to the comments, That's make you come back to
All right,
the
all
topic
right, all
I
right,
want
all
to
right,
finish.
all right. Go
One
to the
second,
comment. Go to the
Pastor.
comment.
One second, big boss, Pastor. Because me not understand how Pastor turn big legend and him known everywhere.
Uh,
Anyways, Duckland said Pastor, no, Paul for runway. Yes. Oh, yeah, man, guys. If you come in and you come in late, don't forget the like button because that's the only way people can find the show. So if you don't want people to find the show and you're there catch up, me don't know where you're there catch up for because you're just a 8 for the show. We have 85 people here. We have 50 likes for the video. I joke thing that. I waste of time. Our output, our quality. Yes, waste of time. That means we will cover every other thing when I name Reggae Boys and give it to no. All right, Paul could be so fool to give up his job in Queen's Park. Oh, isn't that what he is now? Pastor, an interim coach. I think that's what they're trying to finish. Boy, Pastor JFF. Yes, I do believe so. But I don't think we either like them, and the reason why I don't think we necessarily hate them. We just want to see
it's not
them in a better
JFF, but it's parts of the whole, parts of the
JD,
whole.
let me respond with that by saying,
That's not true.
Pastor hates the current administration of Jamaica Football Federation with a perfect hate, as it is described in the Bible.
Even,
Perfect. It
even
can't
worse
get
than I
no
thought,
better, no
JD.
worse.
All right, guys. We on the panel don't hate JFF. We
No,
just want
just
to see
faster.
Jamaica do better. But Pastor clearly made it straight. Him don't like JFF. So that is not on behalf of this channel because we never came here to hate any federation. We want all the federations to do well because I don't cheat things. So I want the best teams to go out there and fight. So that means nobody from Jamaica can have an excuse when the next team beat them. No other team can have an excuse when Jamaica beat them. You understand me? Because we have done our best and they have done their best. So it's only Pastor. So, anyways, let me just go to the rest of the comments. Yes, JD, when a team usually promotes, they always look to strengthen the squad, fight for survival. So this shouldn't be a surprise. It's how the business work. No, but I know that, but the fact that I said it and they're doing the exact thing because I'm saying this man get 25 minutes. Why are we up here killing like he's going to be a part of the next team? Because if you're not good for the next league below, I don't know. I don't know how you even get there in the first place. That you're asking before, I would have asked the same question, and that is just a good reason. Like, I don't know if they saw that you are a talent to matriculate in something in 1 year time or something, or maybe because you have a lot of international caps, because that counts as well. But I never wanted to go there. Bless up, yeah, man, bless up. All right, connect it. Yeah, man. Sometimes TikTok
Big
just
up,
make me lose
Jason.
my brain, man. Big up everyone before the game. Big up yourself. Thanks for coming here. All right, DNA. Andrew said, cause TikTok, big up. Okay. TikTok have his cause here. All right. JD, my coaches they start say we take up track and field over here. Like him. No. Coaches, this is a track and field coach, so that's his job. I've watched track and field a long time, maybe longer than a lot more people, but I never took it up as a job, or I was not interested in it. I went to schools that was track and field schools, and I still played football. So it just tells people what I'm going to do. I'm not interested in nothing else. So nobody not have to worry about me to cover in track and field. That will never happen. The only thing I will cover here is my girl, Ilian Thompson, which everybody know that. So if she wins something and I want to mention her, in one of my videos, it's not in the title, so I don't need Ilian Thompson views. I will talk about Ilian Thompson just like I talk about my goalkeeper. I just have people me talk. I want to talk about, but I don't business about the sports. uh, yeah. So yeah, man. So it's tough. It's tough with the Merron Garden situation because I don't know what we are going to accomplish in this time. Then what they're going to make? They're going to make records, and then Paul will have to come and look at the records after that.
Well. I still think though, JD, is that Paul Hall can serve some kind of some kind of valuable help to our organization. Since development is part of his forte, and
No,
he
but
should
Warren,
stay.
Warren,
Yeah,
Warren.
yeah.
I was just asking you, what sense does this trip make on the Reggae Boy side? Because we want to close up the Reggae Boy side to go back on the other things. Them, what sense?
Mm.
Because now they are saying that Paul are close to a decision, and then they have these guys over here. So what they are going to do to help Paula's production line going forward? We have to ask that question.
I just think we need to put a more permanent coach in place, and Paul Hall act as an advisor, right? Because it's clear that you need some kind of connection. But the narrative, the false narrative that has been spread, is that most teams that are successful have a local coach. No
Yes.
such no and but the bottom line is both times we were successful is an outside coach that help us through it. Because
Yeah, but
although hmm?
But bossy, we can't use that analogy because the successful coach, as what I've said to people, because a lot of people said real talk. When you're successful, Italy successful, England successful, Spain successful because they might use them own coaches. You realize the names of the countries that they're calling?
No, but they have a footballing nation though. They're a footballing nation, so you can really pick and choose from footballing coaches. You
But
know.
but but Warren, a Pep Guardiola them here talk about them pretty much are advanced. Them and change football. Who are
Yes,
Jamaica football? Even
revolutionary football. Yeah.
know Jamaica actually even know football up to the normal level of to consider as a normal coach in the Premier League.
And
Nobody.
and
So
if you want to use JD, if you want to use an example, just look at a team like a Toronto Raptors. That has revolutionized the way they play. They're gonna play basketball.
but,
With long athletic players.
when you have a good year, Warren, it don't make no sense. So the fact me hear people talk about real talk, we realize say the man them have the whole of the fans them, the whole of fans them as big idiots. Because everybody else gonna come up and talk about real talk. If a man said, "Oh, see, every country in this world they're successful, they're successful when a coach come from their location," and then
Not
you start talking about
not
England,
true.
Italy,
Not true.
Spain. Brother, Italy, Spain, England, that you have Conte coming from Italy. You see Conte come at Tottenham. Him
You
come
have
change up.
choices. Yeah. They're importing coaches.
Just left Tottenham. It kind of capsized when the next coach came in. You see a next man come and make it over. Them are some of the best coaches in the world. We didn't even know middle class football. Me tell you, say nobody at Jamaica now have a middle class football education. Not even one of the bottom tier team them can't coach in the Premier League. Not even one of the bottom tier. So you have that conversation there and make people tell about real talk. Real talk what? A madness. So people need to listen to what people says because of being madness them attack. Or even compare other that we even good at
which coaches have we imported?
We don't understand. When me listen back and me say, well and then me can't so that's why me can't reach the winner Jamaica talk. Me for just back up and left.
Yeah. You know the whole idea is trying to get us to a level of working hard to reach something. You know, look at all the people who have worked hard and accomplish something. You're seeing both, you're Shelley and Fraser. The hard work get them there. They don't get there because them just have natural talent. You know, look how much runners in Jamaica are naturally talented. Right? But to get to a certain level, you have to work hard. You can't just have natural talent and just say, okay, and then any given day I can just show up.
Warren,
consistent stuff.
Warren, Jamaica not have no more talent than no other country. Other country. A lie. Jamaica have no football talent more than no other country. As so I say from day one, a lie. It is lie. Flat out lie. How much more sleepless night me have to watch? How much more competition but said that a lie. The man must have said a bag of narrative is a lie. It's not true. Talent simple means you have to be aligned with the sport. That's the meaning of talent. So that means
but the proof is in the pudding. We look at all our young teams. You know, they claim that at any level we can compete with anybody. Lie.
Believe me, the under 14 coming up. So it's going to show you because that statement, everything everybody's saying. No. But the problem is, before we bring on Neil, because we have a call. The problem is, guys, what I'm telling you from day one for 2 years, you see the ego of we as Jamaicans, that is our downfall. Because people use it for manipulate us. Them know when them come and say, yeah man, I want to Jamaica the brightest place on earth, man. You will never come out at the top of your lane. You're going to know about the rest of the world are bright. So the first thing you have to start ask people, what have Jamaica invented? Because you see train, plane, and play people got space. So when you did see Jamaica invent all them something there, more than we in a bag of debts. So if we're so bright, we're going to get ourselves out of debts now. You know,
when you hear the brightest place run by the biggest dunce and teeth.
When you hear them attack, man, just call them out, people, man. A foolish this them attack. A foolish them attacking, man. Them a can we out because true we egotistic. And one time we hear man say, we're the brightest in the world. You say, man, yeah, man, I want to you. We're the brightest in the world. I sell him out. You say, man, come sell it to the public, you know. What you want, you know. What you want to instill in the football, you know. You have to sell it and buy it, you know. So just listen to what, guys, when you listen to a person, listen to what them really like, what are them intention. Before you start talk about real talk, listen to what their intention. When me hear them and I say it, I'm going to repeat it here. I mean, Akeem come and say, Jerry, you know, that the man did say. I say, Akeem, go back and listen 4 more times. And the man, them come and do the same thing 2 weeks later. But nobody else never understood what I was saying. So, guys, stop look for friends and stop look for your ego. If you're there, if you make Jamaica football better, listen to what they're saying, the persons them that making decisions, and you're going to realize it. Don't laugh up with them, man. Them not nothing good, man. Which other part in the world you go come tell me about your tech like a average coach? When your whole country, the best coaches in your whole country, not average. So he's a below average coach. I forget your main job when you have players that come from English Premier League. How that gonna make sense?
Yeah,
Anyway,
you see, that's why the ladies couldn't relate to Vin Blaine. Because Vin Blaine coming from Grenada where he develop a team and then we go down there and whop up Grenada, everybody whop up Grenada. So the quality so basically you're recycling some deadbeats over and over again instead of going out there and getting some new excellent talent that can excel that will excel and elevate our football to a certain standard. But yet still, yes, what all we want to do is just recycle some of them coach, some deadbeat coach or whatever that haven't done anything from the last time they hold a position, right? But because you know everybody and all on our friend, on a just recycle the same job instead of giving people jobs that qualify to the position, so we can do better. You know? Go ahead.
So Neil, sorry about it.
Not mute,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, I just need, man. Yeah, man. Sorry for all up on the line so far. And guys, make sure to hit the like button. The real people that will come here for have tough conversation, because at least you know everything what we do is to make whatever we are do better. So we have to touch them conversation here. You just smash the like button. All right. We are 125 and we don't even pass 100 yet. Normally 20 minutes we pass 100 likes, but just keep supporting the video in the tough time. Let me see if we can aim to 150 likes. That's a very low total in 2.5 hours. If we can reach 100 2 hours,
200 likes.
No, 150. We'll be realistic.
200.
Warren, 150 likes in 2.5 hours. If we can't reach that, we don't do the show. We just go on the business and we just watch a different show. Simple as that. We don't have time for waste, because that's our promote shows. So if you can't do that, we don't have no problem. We'll just shut down and we'll move on to something else. Because we have a whole heap of good looking girls where we watch and we get we like. So we now have to come to come talk about the man. Anyways, continue, Neil.
Yeah, JD. Morning, man.
Big up, boss. Big up, man. Yeah, man.
Big up.
Chip off my head, man. Like, me want to them.
Neil.
Yeah.
But yeah, JD,
Speak.
these are people when you come out on top of the lane. Me can understand. You remember, you said, what was one of the brightest young coach at Jamaica? And we seen coach recently, do
Mm-hmm.
you understand?
Yes.
So we can see for ourselves where the brightest young coach at Jamaica.
Good point.
See, we will watch out the other day. I get 6 from the Canadian team.
Neil.
Pastor, make him finish because that echo a little bit, yeah? Me still not start the system.
With the under 20 team. So that's tell we want about the bright young coach at Jamaica. And JD, you have a man, a coach in national team. We get more you do some research for that day. He man gets fired from JPL training session.
Him get fired from what?
But him a coach senior team.
Him get fired from what?
A JPL training session.
A JPL training session?
Yes, we have a JPL team. You understand? So, and like this man you know, our coach in national team. And just like when me here say, look well, yeah, say, that man I talk about people, when people successful in a World Cup, yeah, people from their home country will coach the national team. JD, me say anybody will believe nothing when the man they say. Really not come out on top of the lane, as we say. You understand? They stay in the yard and they talk, because JD, you have a man will get fired from the JPL training. The man never coach nothing in my Premier League team. He must just coach schoolboy team. I mean, people attack say, you want the worst coach in a schoolboy league. And you have this man that coach in national team, and nobody not say nothing. Everybody just okay with it. You understand?
Yeah, man.
So we can understand if people want better for Jamaican football, or then just, sometimes I think people just come out with the, anytime all corruption go on, people come up with their antics and then talk all kind of foolishness and say, well, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. But them smart, because them know say Jamaican people are serious about nothing. Just give them a week or two and everybody gone back down to 0. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
They will take 100 for 1 week and just give them a couple of days, everybody gone back down to 0 and nobody not here. But we can understand, JD, how you have a man when they fire from JPL's training session, when I were a schoolboy football coach, but I'm a coach in the national team. You understand?
Yeah, and those are questions that people should ask him, like, how these guys get into these positions, you know? Because, you know, yeah, because it looks like in a life, not in a life, but it looks like in a Jamaica, or what am I try turn Jamaica football into now, it's just availability. So you see, if you're enough, you just get a position. You understand me? So if you're enough and can just turn up anyway, you get a position. That's what me I get to realize, you know. It's not about qualification anymore, you know. It's about just being enough and being available. Just be enough. Just turn up every game, everywhere, and you just get a position or something.
JD, yesterday, we left on a program, and someone talked about it players when you pick for the national team. So, I was there, and I said, well, Argentina, stupid this. Because people realize that them players are not good enough. And you can't make the national team so people force it. So, somebody has said to me, say, oh, they select the player them and they fight them. So I say, yeah, fight somebody with attitude, they can attitude again. So we had this like some background dealing thing going, and everybody just turn them blind and go like, even when we know the right in front of we, you understand? Oh, you are attitude. I fight somebody and I shoot theater. That means even if you say nothing, are you come up with some kind of different kind of pretty argument to put your situation to make it look good? Just like now, you just speak about Junior Bremen, and you hear people say, oh, yeah, fight the youth. Oh, yeah, fight him. And then put your attack. And then people
So
when you got the people that fight the youth.
So that me ask they said so the paper that exists. So I'm for just put the paper up on the screen and then we'll just start. Yeah, man, you know, I don't know. I fight the youth because Jamaica I'm come from, you know. Rare. Because them that arguing to sweet them. You have some people them delusional. If me come out and talk that way, believe me, a 75 million subscriber me have. Because them just want to see me convert to how them want me talk. And you have more of them people in Jamaica than more of we outspoken people, me I tell you.
Yes.
And I'm not convert because the truth is the truth. The people might tell you what go on in the club. And me for come here and make a story say, you know, say I truth man at Jamaica. What Jamaica and France are football. So the people never buy the man. So why them buy him and he was a Jamaican then? If you're gonna tell me say I truth him is a Jamaican, why them a fight him? The man never buy him in the first place.
Yeah, man. Context really matters, man.
Why
really matters.
Why they just never bought him in the first place then? And then they never have to deal with it because nobody would. Sometimes we talk some madness, you know, man. Sometimes
but the same thing when you talk about Tariq Magee. First, you say the first coach from the club don't like him. The second coach come down, the second coach don't like him. So when the third one come, what you gonna say?
Him not like him either. You know? So at what point it I gotta deal with you may be no good as the rest of people them? Which are that the truth, you know? No. But at what point you can actually face the reality? When the man are 40 and you say, yeah man, I one of the new Walter boy that get feared out and through the people and fight him.
No,
come on, man.
But JD Magee came and make a statement and say him realize that him not up to the task. Him not up to the but him said
but today
him said but then you hate him because you said you just repeating what the man said.
So
him need to lift his quality.
Warren, the truth was I said it before. People bash me, hate me, and when the man said it, them avoid the video. Them avoid the video and go like it never take place. So the youth come and say it himself. Them act like it never take place. Me don't know I'm to kneel him come off. Then we just go through the comments a little bit. We don't need a coach. Okay, Neil Oliver.
Sorry, JD, I have to run here, sir. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, okay. All right, big up, Pastor. Yeah, may I listen there, back, bro. Crazy.
Hey, boy, context is a thing, man. It looked like Neil our look issue. Context is a thing, man. We don't need a coach. We need an entire coaching whole staff with persons that have coaching successful persons that have coached successful overseas to a track record of competing at a high level, and 3, experience with building a team. Yes, man. It's just simple as that, man. We don't need to just put where you put in the background. We done. We hear that coaches need to evolve. Well, tell you what, on the job is to just evolve those coaches. It no should have do nothing. It no should have nothing to do with national team. We don't want to hear it. The people just want the best for the country, just like how we have some of the best players, them Leon Bailey, them Bobby Reid against Liverpool the other day, one of the best players on the field. Yet again, so clearly now people maybe use that as a next swing basket to say what they want to say in their delusional brain. But Bobby Reid showing up again, showcase that we have talent. We have Heat and Pinnock. We have Mikel Antonio turn up against City. Look, dominate Diaz yet again, even though on my side, but he dominates Diaz. So we have players. We just need the coaches, the best coaches, to get the best out of the players, them. And that is just a shoot. Okay. That's Pastor, man. At Jamaica, 2 best coach. Those guys laugh out loud. Oh, yeah. Then we have Kurt Steele. Big up yourself. Big up. Thanks for being here. This trip to Austria is strictly about papers. Yes. Big up Unun. How you doing? Who is Merron Garden? A coach in Jamaica. He's going to be there, but we're just trying to figure out why some of these things happening and if it makes sense. True, cannot compare countries that have wealth of top coaches with us. It doesn't make sense. Yes, we're sure it don't make no sense, you know. But I am watching people saying real talk. So now I realize a lot of people don't make no sense. I've heard Brian Burke said to me, say, me not for fight for every subscriber, and now I finally believe. You understand me? Because if my duty is to make sure I can fix certain things and highlight certain corruption, I can't want everybody subscribe to me, man. Me have to have a whole heap of people hate me, man, because you have a whole heap of fool people here. You know? JD, big up. Just checking in. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. DNA, well, go on. JD, stop stress out yourself. It's too early. No, man. Look, I am stressing and I'm in good condition because I had 2 days off. Even though I was working, it was not the stress of covering video. That's how hard it is to come here and do videos. Lots of 6-0, bro. Don't even waste your breath, my friend. I heard a dude saying this trip is supposed to expose players. These are the narrative they are spreading around. All right, it's sad though. Blind a lead, blind over cliff. Yes, man. Almost every successful team has a quality coach, not a local coach. Where the coach is born has no on their ability to do the job as long as the setup is professional and well run. Yes, but that's what I'm saying, Wunon. But we don't have none of these coaches, and that's what I'm saying. So that's why we are saying to go and get a coach. We are not saying to go and get a coach because we hate Jamaican coaches and rare. If you had that coach, you bring him in. But looking at the sad thing here, the coaches that we would have accepted, Lansley, which is the one them in the MLS and those places, which are Jamaican players, with Paul, they are not in the question. We are not hearing about them. But you still are trying to force a specific personnel in it, the specific type of coaches you want to put in it. So what happened to the Tyrone Marshalls them? What happened to Warren Barrett them? And you mean not Warren Barrett, Dean Burton them? What happened to today's coaches? You understand me? They are not coaching at a higher level. You know, so that is what trouble me and other personnel. Get the best coaches in. I'm pretty sure you can find a raw talent anywhere in the world. That's not unique. Well, believe me, when I just came here, Brian, you would have swore that a Jamaica alone have all of them talent there, and the coach need to come here and find them, which is a big lie. You know, because we watched under 20s, we saw all sorts of talent. We saw even more raw talent from other countries than Jamaica. You understand me? So it means everybody have raw talent. It just means we have to get the people to get the raw talent out of our people. Just like how Costa Rica getting their raw talent out there. Haiti getting their raw talent out there by getting the best coach for the job. TikTok said, JD, Jamaica is doing a good thing by developing our coaches. Good foreign coaches are not sustainable. We can't afford them. No bother with the Jamaica bashing today. We are doing what other poor Fed do. No TikTok. That's what you try to do. You try to put the money under the table, TikTok. 5 million US in 5 years is not less little bit of money TikTok. You can hire good managers out of that TikTok. And you have gotten, the good thing is a virus came in and you start getting relief fund money on top of that. Then you got competition money on top of that. Entry fees money on top of that. TikTok, don't use it like TikTok. The federation might get more than $6.5 million US in a less than 5 years. In a less than 5 years, TikTok. How much money those coaches are going on TikTok? Tell me now. And I can bring the proof to you, for all of those money transactions. So you're gonna tell me it's a 10 million US dollars, Pastor. One of them good coach the one, 10 million. So a 10 million Curacao pay Goosey Dink. And then 10 million for pay. You must be mad, man. Come on, man. We're not that stupid.
JD, TikTok and people like TikTok are a major part of the JFF continued xenophobic wickedness meted out on the fans in both the land of Jamaica and in the diaspora under the guise that they manage football in Jamaica. Jamaica had less money coming from FIFA when Rene Simoes came to Jamaica as coach. Less money, they were getting less money from FIFA, and the records will show that. Rene Simoes was paid because the then president got the corporate Jamaica to buy into a football dream that Rene was needed to execute. And so corporate Jamaica, sponsorship and otherwise, made up the money so that Rene Simoes could be paid. The reason JFF end up in a problem with paying the last coach, when they probably don't pay him off by now, are close to finish paying him off. Is because JFF lost the support of corporate Jamaica because we did not qualify under the same foolishness what them are trying to do now. It never worked then. It will not work. It work now, and it will never work nowhere in the world. The only purpose it serves is to make money available for the thief them take and talk about they don't have money to pay a coach. If they wanted, by the way, what people don't know, isn't it the purview of FIFA to pay the technical director, and not even JFF appear down as well.
All right.
And that is why I highlighted the fact that they had Downswell at the training camp coaching when Fuzzy was in the yard, because it was supposed to happen. But this JFF do everything that is illegal and unconstitutional and get away with it with impunity. Paying a coach with international experience that is qualified for the job, the issue is not money. The issue is not money. The issue is the JFF wanting to rape the system for them and their bodies. And that is the only reason Jamaica cannot get a qualified international coach.
All right. 1 second here. Data champions. Some know. Some of them, man, vex say there is no more Caribbean Cup, cause the only trophy Jamaica can win. Well, you have other cups that they're involved in. Yes. So they should try and win those. All the age group teams have looked a complete mess, except for the girls U17. The U17s were defensively organized. The coach did things wrong, in my opinion, but did good things too. Okay, yes. The rest flopped. JD, some of them just a forward call. Okay. Yeah, man, it's all right. Bro, I beat you. I bet these people are trying their best to figure out some way to steal some sponsorship, but jail will be waiting. Yeah, well, let's see, man. Everything out there now. Big up, Fabian. Thanks for being here. All right, guys, we are way down in the comment section, so we are gonna try skip something. We saw the great Travis says, I'm not a Merron Gardner and Vassal Reynolds fan, but my opinion is people in the diaspora don't think no local born coaches are good enough for the national team. But Travis, we have already said the opposite of what
They
you have
are
said.
right.
No. Pastor, that are you. Him say people in the diaspora. You are one of the person in the diaspora. So that's enough for everyone, Pastor. I base myself on experience. So if that man go out and get the job, get the qualification, I have no problem because him go on the work. And all I want is to people to work before them get the job, not people to work, then use the job for qualify yourself. So then where you go after that? You're gonna get a Manchester United job? If you need to get the job from day one to learn to get the job. Pastor. A man I try to tell you, so when you're done school and you become a chemist, you just go in a chemist, the biggest chemist factory and get the job, start from now and move out the next person because that's the only way we are gonna reach forward. That's the way I tell you, That's the
Let me use
difference.
let me use my ministerial analogy. I did practicum when I was at seminary. So that means I'm supposed to come out and replace the senior pastor
Yes,
before me get any general pastoral experience under my belt.
that's what
You know, sister,
that
see I
analogy.
idiot, see I idiot speed take the whole Jamaica for. I idiot take the whole away for.
Just make the coach them, give the coach them the license, Travis, then send them other countries. If you're that good as a coach, you get a Waterhouse job and everything, and next country will take you for under 17 job or something. But go somewhere else. It should not be you are get a job, you're getting a job to prove how good you are. No, you need to go and figure out how good you are. Look at Donaldson. Donaldson out here getting American girls ready, and you hear him pass record of how much jobs he did. So when he got the job today, people talk like Donaldson was a nobody, And when I do and check the man track record, the man highly qualified, more than 90% of them people, and he was what? He was an understudy to someone else. So it shows you that some people just don't use the egotistic side. And when the man come
But
here and
JD,
talk, first statement
three of
they
the
can have
players,
sense.
three of
The
the
man
players were on the American team where we can't beat. Three of the players were on the American team where we can't beat, and Donaldson coach them and send them to the American team.
I'm saying, but we can find these people, and when them come, you can feel the difference. From the first day the man a coach, I say, I don't know how good he is as a coach, but listen to what the man sound. Him the sound level-headed, and that alone qualify for the job. The sound level-headed, and then we'll give you a chance to see how good he is after that. And the man come and prove himself. So we only prove that we can get it done, man. We just need the right people, man. Brian Burke said, that's true, my friend. You have a platform where everyone has a voice, but some people don't need a voice. That's my opinion. Wouldn't say 100%. We just need the best coaches for the job. Leave the politics alone and hire good coaches. We not tired tired of failing. We not tired of failing yet. Yeah. We couldn't even beat Damrep in a crunch game where we had time to plan for. You get me? JD, them are gonna deal with a Jamaica like pinball game. But tell you what, let me give you some information, guys. The teams that will be there is not all at their full strength. So you see, if we go there and get embarrassed, it just show you the level down what we have. You understand me? Because most of them are gonna come from inside the country. Most of them players they are gonna come from inside the country. Look out for that, guys. We're gonna show you their normal squad, and we're gonna show you their current squad. Remember, we're gonna watch those games for that reason, because we like to prove points. Because we are here to debunk the lies. JD, the history of the Caribbean seems to be the public. To be the public. The public is never happy. And the federations don't act right unless there is an European coach in place. Boy, I don't know, Daniel. Boy, I don't know. Because look, AD, I would have considered AD did well in a few competitions and inside their club league. You understand me? Damrep doing well as well. Who else? Suriname, I consider they are doing well. Curacao did well overall, but obviously, you said they have a European coach, so that it's true there. Mexico did well, but they are a big dog. Canada did well, but they're a registered team, and the United States did well. Costa Rica now and Panama did well. I'm gonna check. Costa Rica don't have a coach from Europe, right? Panama, I don't think so either. I'm gonna check it up just to make sure. $5 million US in about is about 800 million, and it's more than that now. It's around 6.5 million in the 5.5 years. So that should be closing on $1 billion. So you're gonna tell me that $250 million they paid the last time, to pay to pay Schaefer's, $250 million, You hear me? $250 million. So all of a sudden, now you need $1 billion to employ a next coach. Exactly, JD. Jamaicans are coaching all over the world. That are more than qualify for the job, but they don't want them because they have to bust them friend. And Travis, what about the statement of Jamaicans coaching over the world? So what? Let me hear what Travis has to say in his follow-up. All right. Yes, I want to hear the follow-up question to Travis there. So Travis, give you a follow-up to that. Jamaican coaches are all over the world coaching. So why we can't get one of them, Travis? That's what I would like to hear from Travis. Our problem is that we are trying to develop coaches and want the same coaches to develop players from a developmental league. Developmental coaches and developmental players is a recipe for failure. All right, that is well said. That is well put together. Yeah, I would agree with that one as well. All right, yeah, Africans, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Africans, later we might have to do a stream, so link me up, yeah. Yes, so Travis, answer that one, Travis. And the thing of the deal was signed before, Travis, is not it's not correct. Travis, the deal with Adidas and saying that it has nothing to do with the girls them, Travis, that is not true. All right, we have gotten confirmation, so you can actually give the girl them credit, and they were involved, heavily involved. And the JFF is less involved than what you had first alluded to. All right. Well, I don't think none of them are good enough. Ian Asburn said, yo, bro, a Clarendon thing. No, laugh out loud. Okay. RN, right, JD, and the track stars have to work before Puma, Adidas, Nike. Yes. But it's like you just come out and you just have that. Okay. Yeah, man. Oh, we don't eat 200 likes as yet. All right. So, guys, once you come in, we need 30 more likes to pass 100. So get it up to 100, and 150 is our target for the 2.5 hours. All right. So 150 would put us squarely in the algorithm. All right. We will try our best to. Maybe. I'm not sure if I can come back later. But because we have maybe 2 streams tomorrow to do, which is the under-20s World Cup will be starting for the girls. And once the girls them, we have to always start. All right. So make sure to get the likes up. Surprise, we don't get some of our real people turn up in the chat as yet. We're not talking about national teams, other Jamaican teams involved. Okay. All right. Lauren Donaldson was under another Jamaican who is head coach at the MLS. Okay, thanks very much. So that goes to show. Panama coach is a European coach. Okay. I ask, I don't. I ask. So yeah. So if I find the answer, yes. Thanks very much for that. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought there. So look at that then. Lansday. The coach was an understudy from more than one places. So he learned. When we hear that coaches can't learn, or they don't learn so much being understudies. So Donaldson was understudies to a lot of personnels and then turn up and do well. So what is the problem now with the other personnel then? You see, so sometimes we get our answers, by just reasoning, You get me?
JD, as it relates to anything that come out of the mouth of somebody who like to come publicly and flaunt their academic accreditations as though at them one go to school. And the fact that you have a degree or certification in any field makes you a guru or a authority on the subject. You don't become an authority on any subject without experience. You do not become an authority on any subject by doing the first level qualification in that particular discipline. So when people like Speed are going to come out and talk about getting certification through the British education system programs that they offer, and that is supposed to make us satisfied that he is some brilliant mind on the subject of administration or or accounting or auditing. All of that is hogwash. That don't mean nothing to somebody like me. When I worked at Appleton Estate, I worked with a man named Roden that did not read and write very well, but he knew the production of sugarcane so much. If he did have educational qualification, maybe he could have sell Appleton. He had years in literally living entire life growing sugarcane. That made him an authority on the subject. When you're going to talk about you're going to do some course and you get some certification, and then you're going to chat to the rest of the world as though we never go nowhere, we don't have no experience, we don't know nothing, and you want to know. I literally don't have time to listen to Speed other than the fact that I want to know what he's going to do because them always chat. And people like TikTok and the others who support them agenda only hear so then talk, they don't listen to what them say. These men are treacherous. They are criminals. And they don't hide it. They might tell you it exactly how it is.
Fair
As it
enough.
relates to the coaches in the JD, Jamaica has not showcased a single coach that can deal with a top level player in football. You know, has not, you know. None of the teams, the best players were not properly utilized in any of the teams by any of the local coaches. The fact is they don't have the experience to deal with that quality player. And that is the reality.
Let me just run through it because we are coming up on the 2 hour. Rumour, read, bless yourself. JD Blessings. Question: would storming the pitch cause FIFA to step in? It might cause a bigger problem, but you know nobody else getting a problem. But you know, maybe get lock up and stuff. Yeah, that's why. Exactly. Wunun. All right. Cherry said, JD, you're wrong. You are wrong. The girls don't have nothing to do with it. Fitzroy is the main person why JFF get the Adidas contract. That's a next lie, Travis. That's a next big lie. All right? That's a next lie, Travis. And I'm calling you, that's a lie, bro. You get me? The people, boy, Travis, me give up on you, Travis. Me give up on you. Fitzroy is no main person why nobody getting a deal, Travis. That's the next lie. The word I've studied in it. So, could you not learn being one? That don't make any sense. Well, and that's why we are debating, right? And then Richard said, JD, let's not only criticize, let's come up with solution to our problems. Richard, I wanted to pull back this video for 2 hours, and you realize that every single thing that I've criticized, the actual solution in it. And the actual solution is to do the actual right thing, the obvious right thing to every one of the statements. So don't listen to my tone, Richard Green. I've given a solution to every single thing and give it a fact that it will work majority of the times than what they have actually chosen. Every single statement we have met, we have given a solution for it. Every single one. Yeah, but Travis, you're not right, Travis. JD, Cinderella and the girls not get no credit. Because the Adidas deal was 6 months ago. Travis, I'm telling you, Travis, You are wrong, and I'm not asking you. Even when I come with the proof, you're gonna tell me, say, why am I supporting the white man, them claim, and the other people? Travis, you're gonna find everything, because I'm gonna bring the proof to you. I'm going to bring the proof to you again. Physical write-out proof, and show you how it goes. Physical write-out proof we're going to bring to you, and you're going to see for yourself. So, Travis, I'm going to bring the physical write-out proof to you, and then you're going to drop down, all right? So it's not no one person had nothing to do with it, but the girls them are the only performance package on the deal. The only performance package on the deal was the girl, because nobody else in Jamaica never successful in no football, nothing. And that is a fact. You understand me? So come on. Let we give the girl them respect. Travis, you fight the girls them. You know? Blake Hilton, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, bossy. How are you doing? Yeah, so JD, the deal was concluded before the woman. But TikTok, I said, just leave me to bring my paper. Come to you, TikTok. Because the one thing you guys don't realize, only in Jamaica things can hide. If somebody outside is involved in the deal, you can always get information. All right, TikTok? So we will show you when the deal was concluded. TikTok. And you know what, TikTok? Give me the date when you say the deal was concluded, so I can prove you wrong. So Travis, yes, this is good. Travis and TikTok, give me the dates when you say the deal was concluded, because this is the video we are gonna record it. Put Travis and TikTok. Give me the date. Travis, where is Travis? Travis Peso. Let me put Travis Peso here. Give me the date when you said the deal was concluded, because I'm gonna bring it here, because I'm gonna show people, All right. So Travis Peso and TikTok, give me the date when you guys said the deal was concluded, and then I'm gonna bring the proof back to you. All right. And then from this, I'm not gonna have no more conversation with you after this. Once I can bring the proof to show it's on a lie, because me showing it's on a lie with the Pearson talk conversation, Not TikTok. But Travis was lying with the Pearson conversation. But I'm gonna talk about this main one. So TikTok, give me the date when you said you heard it was concluded. And Travis, give me the date when you said it was concluded, so I can prove that to you say it's wrong. All right? Travis, I'm begging you. Give me the date. This is an anti-JFF channel, so I rest my case. Travis, I said, give me the date. Stop behaving like a con man, Travis. You stir up the pot, and then I say, provide me with the date so I can come back with my information to put on the screen and show you say you're wrong, Travis. But you're true, you don't want the truth. You don't want JD, I can't drop down. Travis, I said, give me the date, Travis, so I can go for the proof and get back to you on TikTok. That's all I've said, I think that's a reasonable conclusion to this conversation. Since you said we're here telling lies and it's not the girls doing it, please provide the date, Travis, and that's where I'm going to rest my case. Anytime you guys come up with this conversation, I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to say, give me the date, and then I will go and get the proof. I will do the extra work of getting the proof and bring back to you, so people will know to not listen to you next time. You understand me? So just give me the date, and I will go out there, use my power to get the information. That's all I'm going to say. I will never disclose no information on this channel, never again. Travis, come on, Travis. We can't deal with the corner league talk, Travis. I said I'm going to go for a legitimate paper and bring to you. So just provide a date, and then we can have the conversation. But we can't, because you're not giving me the date. You now hold me to my words. So I go and get the paper for you. Yes, so good day, Mr. Mark Alon. I don't know where you get that name from.
Greetings, man. It's been
Good
a
day,
while.
sir. Doing?
It's been a while. I have been busy sorting out my life, and of course,
Rich and happy.
errands, man. I don't know about that. Greetings to Pastor. Just want to say that we share alma mater, NCU, and every time I get a chance to listen to you, sir, you're a sound mind and with a very conscious perspective on the game of football and of course sports.
What? Was it
JD.
you in the chat burning out the pastor? But you disagree with the pastor. Why you come here picking friends with the pastor?
No, because this is one thing about being critical, JD. You can disagree to agree. Not because you disagree doesn't mean that you're not looking friends. And this is the point that I really want to make without going to the JFF saga. If I should comment on Paul Hall's situation and even to some of the comments that I'm seeing, anything that is critically challenged, I realize that I can say some Jamaicans, because I've watched this channel most times and I've seen the comments, anything that is being challenged, it creates the ideology that we are anti-Jamaica, we don't like Jamaica, and we bad mind. And I'm saying for a forum like this, and I'm not gonna bash anybody for how they think and how they reason, but this channel is an undiluted channel that present facts and argue points that are axiomatic. So I cannot understand how some people think. And for me, I will always not say how I feel, because some people talk based on what they're feeling and based on their emotion. But if I should attempt to say anything on Paul Hall's situation, the JFF won't hire Paul Hall, because I have a healthy assumption. And let me tell you why my assumption is healthy. Based on how I have seen the JFF perform, Paul Hall is a professional. And right now, the JFF, what they want to do versus what Paul Hall wants to do cannot coexist in the same bubble. And so that is why they will never hire Paul Hall. That is why Paul Hall and the JFF, as long as there's a Paul Hall that is professional, or as long as there's a Paul Hall that will not kiss any ass, then there will always be that type of rift in the JFF. No, I also want to say that people that are commenting, they have to be more critical. They can't just talk what they feel, talk how they sound. They have to be more critical in the analysis, JD. And you keep doing what you're doing. I'm certain that Warren and Pastor will keep you on your toes, and of course with the fans. We do respect everybody, and we respect what everybody has to say. But if you're going to respond based on opinion and not facts, then it creates a challenge.
Yeah, no, but I agree with you. And the problem is, the reason why I shift a little bit to the girls' contents a lot more, it was due to the fact that I've realized it's raising my blood pressure too much, because sometimes it's stressing to just get certain things done, because I as what you have said, it's like once you come up here, Travis said, I'm a person of a bias. We are biased towards certain things, and that's not the truth. That's not the truth. We are just asking questions, and we have statements here that does not make sense because it's not aligned with the personnels that we knew should have actually come out and say the same thing. So we have to question things. Remember, the end goal should always be Jamaica doing better. You understand me? So I can't understand with me trying to tackle things and showing you the little problems in between. It becomes a problem. Like it becomes me being a bias and me being that. I think we should pass this stage, man. We should be more open-minded personnels and free thinkers. Not running towards, because the first thing Travis come here and said, oh, it looks like once you're a Jamaican, you can't get any respect over years. Like once you're a Jamaican, you can't get the job. We have literally said if it's a Jamaican and the Jamaican is qualified, he should get the job. You understand me? So that means you should be looking over for the Tyrone Marshalls, the Dean Burtons, that's actually doing something over at a bigger level. You get me? If you want to just give a Jamaican person, you give one of the most qualified one. Stop telling me that you need to get a man on a job, not a man that just qualified to get a job. You get me? You just qualified and he should get the biggest role. So what where you get that from? 1 second before we get TikTok. TikTok said Adidas started to list Jamaica as one of their national team at the end of June, early July. Travis and I are correct. All right, hold on. Let me and I correct. Costa Rica is said to be no with Adidas, but it won't be announced until next year. So he said it was early June to July. All right, so early June to July. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you very much. All right. Now I will just take that statement. It's okay. That's all I wanted. Just give me something, and that's it. Um, Travis, Travis, don't tell lie. Island call me out every single time, Travis. You're just trying to fit something with your narrative, Travis. The thing is, we are free thinkers. Obviously, the end of June, early July. The end of June, early July. Okay. The end of June, early July. End of June,
JD, if I may,
early July. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
with
Early July. So that's what I need to go and check. What you said, Alan?
with all that has been happening from the JFF and how the JFF has been treating the football as if it's a party shop. I cannot understand why people will still believe that this JFF as it is competent to move forward with Jamaica's football. And I cannot see how people could build a rationale.
Are you talking about the person's ear in the chat? Because I can answer that, when you hear the person, that's a certain way, I can answer that.
I mean, it's not just the persons in the chat, I'm not directing my statements toward any specific individuals, but individuals who still have hope and faith. I mean, logically, if you understand what is happening at the JFF right now, there's nobody in their right mind or sound mind could put trust or even any sort of credibility on the JFF as it is right now. And it's not that it's a one issue. There are issues that becomes sores that is not only affecting Jamaica football, but it is affecting how we think as Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, in terms of the personals them that come here and try to be more difficult, I think the problem is you have a thing, and I know a lot of people might be upset when I say this, and a lot of people would understand. It's like when you're overseas, it's like people revoke that Jamaican license from you. You see, if I was in Jamaica saying the same thing, Travis them wouldn't look at me like that. You get me? It is because I'm outside Jamaica. They kind of attach something to say that when a person outside Jamaica, it's like we're acting like we're better than them. But it's them subconsciously putting us above them. When all we are trying to do is just come to a mutual understanding to say that we want the better. We want the betterness for Jamaica's football. You understand me? We just want to come to just a common conclusion to say we want the betterness of football, but people cannot see past people that are foreign and people that are Jamaica. Everybody can have the same conversation. This is the reason why we string up and talk about Jamaica, because we want the betterness for it. I truly believe that if I was in Jamaica, Travis them wouldn't think of me being biased against JFF, because that is not true. I come here and give JFF credit, but when I saw that when I see that some certain thing is not going the right way, I am going to call it out. So why I can give Jamaica look, Travis, remember, look all Travis, I'm gonna show you you're the biggest liar. After this chat, look what Devon, tell them who the footballers, the Jamaican footballers, them disrespected last year and talk about me I work for JFF. When my burn out the whole and I say and I say why them I come take $2,000 and the whole on the country, and me the only person on YouTube stand up and say that everybody that run behind players. And me was the only man said that. So all of a sudden now, I'm me the person who fight against JFF. Oh, that makes sense. Or the actual information just don't suit the JFF at this point, and actually pick the side against the JFF when the information don't pick there. Me was the only person stand up. My sorry, my channel never there. I make video and say these guys are wrong. Them are going to run the JFF in a bankruptcy because of them own greed and them spiteful ways. And we chop it up. So me not understand. Me not understand. But Travis, you know what? The problem is because of recently, the JFF never do nothing good. If you go on Sportsmax, you hear Lance saying the same thing. I played a clip from Lance, and what Lance says. The reason why people can't talk nothing good about the JFF, Travis, is because there is nothing good to talk about. So I want you to go on Sportsmax and tell Lance, and that is word for word what the man said, you know. So I want you to go on that program and tell him, say, him never talk nothing good about JFF yet. See, you see, Mark Alon. So I think it's just because either we're overseas and we take interest into the country's football and we want to do something good, but we should not talk. We should just shut up and pay. Because if me I do something for Jamaica's football, you know, everything all right. But as soon as I criticize something, which I am at a location where I can get the education, the better education to come out and try to see if I can help something better. No one looking at that. No one looking at that. Oh, you're overseas. You should not talk because you don't like Jamaica. Because everybody were outside not like Jamaica. So they know, oh, Jamaica get all of this money to get help. I can't
JD,
understand.
JD. The thing is, you know, there's a mentality in Jamaica. If you go foreign, if I even for one day, you're supposed to give a man a thing. So you see, if you spend your time dealing with anything that will aid the country in a corporate way, where it is not a single man, you get a thing, no, you now get with the program. The mentality exists out of this little dirty dad man get us in thing behavior, where them from you go foreign, you get a bus, you have to give a man a thing. So that is your role once you go foreign. Your job is not to point out what is going wrong and to seek to provide ways to remedy the situation. No, you go foreign, what you're supposed to do is send a thing to the man there. I want to Mark Along made the point, and that's one perspective. It is not for them being incompetent. The JFF administrators incompetent in the JD. They don't want to do it. They're doing what they want to do. It's not that they do not have the requisite skills to get it done. You know, they don't want to do it. What they must do now, they want to do. This is exactly what they want to do. Speed, as chairman of the technical committee, can negotiate and hire a coach. But he doesn't want a coach. He wants his buddies in Jamaica to get a piece of the pie.
Yeah, but
And at the international level,
yeah, continue.
at the international level, Jamaica does not have one single person with the title coach that merits a place at that sitting. We are not at that level. But speed them and try sell the narrative that we are at that level, or to get to that level, they coach the national team. No go so nowhere in the world.
Eddie, you can't say every day we talk about this, Eddie. You know, for when I don't even talk about one of these stories, Eddie. Look how much thing you see me I'm talking about. I'm talking about different teams completely. So you can't say that, Eddie. TikTok and that's what we're trying to do, you know, Mark Alan, just trying to find the best way. And it keeps coming back to if you're desperate to get a Jamaican personnel, you get the best one, get the one in the highest position. That's how we're saying. You know, TikTok said there's a mentality that if you go a foreign, you know everything and better than the rest. TikTok, that is not true. That is not true. I think that is true in the mentality of the personnel inside the country. That's what I think. It's not the people going overseas. Because what the people going overseas busy at is to make sure they can adapt to a different society that Jamaica never prepared no one for. And TikTok, you should be able to attest to these things. because the difference with Jamaica and everywhere else in the world, it is because Jamaica have a whole life of liberty that we have to adjust from. I mean, you go anywhere else, you can't live the same way as how you live in Jamaica. So people busy doing that. It's not people acting like them better than nobody. TikTok, because when I come here and I listen to everybody, people tell me, oh, them a computer tech and them a this and them a that. And you know, oh, I learned that TikTok. When the first day a man tell me he's a computer tech, and then I ask him something, and then he never knew it, and then I helped him with it, never knowing that I was a computer tech as well. You know? And, I helped him with it. The first thing the guy said, and this is a person that majority of people know. The first thing the guy said is because me overseas. And I said that is not true because all of these things I've learned in Jamaica. And that's what so I know I'm just trying to explain something to TikTok. TikTok said it's in people's mind, not the person else leaving. Because I've never said I've learned nothing in the next country. This man literally come up and said, oh, it's because they learn it overseas. And overseas level is higher. You understand me? And I said, no, I've never learned it overseas. I've learned it in Jamaica. So it's in people's head, TikTok. So maybe that's something else you have to look at, TikTok. And I hope you be honest for now and then. I think it's more in other people's head inside the country rather than the people coming out of the country. Because the people out of the country struggling to adapt to different lives in other countries. No, you agree with that one, TikTok. I know. Continue, Pastor. Oh.
JD, as it relates to your computer tech analogy, when I was at NCU and in recent years after I left, we had what was called the Imagine Cup team. Jamaicans were in Jamaica flying in computer technology.
Mm-hmm.
Those are brilliant minds in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
But here's something that TikTok either don't know or don't want to know. In my pastoral ministry experience, I pastored people who lived to the age of 80 and never went to the town nearest to the district. Not even one time. The first time they got there was when they got hospitalized. We talk about Maypen, Clarendon in a Jamaica. People will live in adjoining communities to Maypen has never gone to Maypen, even though they live within a 3-mile, 5-mile distance from Maypen. And they live to 80. And they never got Maypen. Now, how does that person talk about and deal with things that happen in a Maypen? He don't know nothing. So the persons who are in Jamaica, who not left gone away, who not even read about other cultures, them have a personal issue in their mind. So you go foreign, so you are going to behave like you know more than them. The truth is, you are going to know more than them. But you not take it and browbeat them. In their mind, they conceptualize that. So you get the opportunity. A real problem that another diaspora behave that way. And the people them who now live with them there.
And TikTok, I want to, this is the last topic we're going to do, basically. Thanks everyone for coming here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Or if you're on the old channel, this is a new channel, so just resubscribe and just subscribe over the new Imaxit as well. This is something that is dear to me, because this is something that I've learned. And it's, Akeem, I only can give from my perspective, because this is what I've learned. You understand me? Because remember, this is something what a lot says about me, Akeem. And only when I release the statements, that the conversation what I've had with people, then people start to look at it different. Because when they listen to people, they would give you that, Akeem. But remember, most of the people that you are listening to is the people that's actually giving it from their side. You understand me? Yes, so it's completely different, Akeem. I think it's in majority of the person's head before them approach the conversation. That's all I'm saying. If you approach people just normal and just avoid it, Akeem, I think it would not be a problem. And this should not even come up, none at all.
JD,
But realize it's a problem, and we need to do better as a society, though, you know? Yeah, big up, Mark Alan. Let me give you.
JD, I also wanted to just to continue on Pastor's point, that was the same point I had in different words. Because, for example, JD, for those persons who are researchers, one of the first things that they will look at that will qualify you for doing this research is to see where have you been, where are some of the countries that you have been in. Because the truth is, as Pastor made mention of, if you have not traveled the world, if you have not stepped outside of your comfort zone, then you are somewhat limited if you have not been spending enough time reading and immersing yourself. You can just tell a man, so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And Pastor, being the pastor, would agree. So if from you hear how a man argue, from you hear how a man even respond to a conversation, you can tell where he is at already. And there comes a time where we have to separate my biases, what I feel. Why am I supporting this? Is it because I am living in Jamaica? Is it because I'm a Jamaican? Why I saying these things? We have to separate my bias, our biases, versus what is the truth and what is critical. And for me, JD, I can understand the predicament, because I was like that, because when I was assessing even some of our local players, and I don't even want to stir up back that thing because we've long passed that. I was just saying, some of them guys I need to play. But when I started to look at stats, when I really started to study football, because some of us, we are fans of football and we just want to see Jamaica win, but we don't understand football on that type of level. When we start to study the stats and to look at this, I realized some of these guys were not really good. And if they were good, they would be playing in top leagues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people don't want to hear these things. But we have to say what we have to say. So the truth is, most of us are limited, and we come on the show and we expect to say anything, and we just accept anything.
Mark, believe me, man. If it never, believe me, these shows really taught me a lot, and let me, because normally I wouldn't have the time of day, for certain things. I just get angry and just gone in. You understand? But meet people like you guys made me think different, man, and realize that you should stay, try to reason to at least a few that will take the conversation.
We
You understand?
Jamaica. I mean, Pastor is a professional. You are a professional. I'm a professional. You think what are we getting from this? You think we'll get the clout and the hype from this? Well, because we love Jamaica, brethren. Because we love Jamaica, why we there? You think we're not for the why we there? Because we love. There's no way we could hate Jamaica or anti-Jamaica, and we're here spending hours. Because JD, I have not missed a show. If I don't come on the panel, which has been a while, I am in the chat. And if I don't comment, I am there. And sometimes my heart is broken to see how people think and how we reason Jamaican football. There's no way on God's dying earth can nobody accept the foolishness that is going on at the JFF. Pastor, I want to conclude. I don't think them can do the job. Trust me, I don't think they can do it. There may be one and two guys there, but I don't think them can do it.
Yeah. It's sad, man. Rumour Reed said, JD, great. Craig Butler even said he had to go abroad and learn that there is a different way in life. What the JFF should do is hire a coach like Bielsa and have a young JA coach learn from him. Rumour, I'm not asking you. Even TikTok, he said he's overseas. He knows the truth. Our culture is different from everywhere else. And if we stuck to our culture to say we're going to get success out of that, it's going to be just a limited situation towards our thing. It's just what we know we're going to stick with. And it's not going to work. It's just not going to work because that never worked in no other country. None. And they're footballing cultures. And we have not even activated footballing cultures yet. So I don't know how people can argue that point, It's very hard to argue that point because it's just the truth, guys. It's just the truth, and the truth is just the truth, man. And
let me also say, JD, because I don't want to leave. I don't want people to get the impression that I'm saying that once you're in Jamaica, once you leave Jamaica, you can critically assess. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, JD, if you have not immersed yourself, if you've not taken the time to be a student of life, not just to feel that you are in just a university degree, but you have to be a student of life, because I open myself to learn from just about anybody. And
Yes, yes.
the real goal of life is to be a student of life. Not just to be a student of life, but to challenge everything that is being said to you, to
No
test
problem.
it and to prove it. And anybody
Yes.
that is afraid of being challenged is a weak mentality, is a mind that has not gone through. I don't even want to say it like this, but as I'm saying, JD, I am not saying Jamaica is not the problem. People is the problem, and how people expresses things is the problem. For me, I don't have a problem with Jamaica. I love Jamaica, but will I come back home now? Of course, I'll come and visit. But to live in Jamaica right now as it is, I have my reasons. But I'm not saying that once you are Jamaican, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying, if you're going to talk, and if you're going to give, if you're going to contribute, please ensure that what you're saying is not based on how you feel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all we're saying.
but what I'm saying, Mark Alan, even TikTok, the reason why people said I should block him, I said no, I won't, because I'm trying to figure out what he's all about. Because your TikTok said, I'm overseas, JD, and I know that local Jamaicans aren't any worse than anywhere else. But I've never said local people are worse than everywhere else. I've never said that. You understand me? So that's the whole thing. TikTok, you have to stop listening with emotions. I've just put it in context. We're talking about football. Let me stay with football then. So a smaller context in football. A football coach that has zero education, and it just gone up to step one education on the worldwide scale. So they are at step one education, and they are going up against 10 levels educational personnels. um, put your culture into that and see how good it's going to do. Simple as that, TikTok. I'm just trying to show you that if you rely on a level one education, which is nowhere near to world level, that is a fact. TikTok, you can't refute that. It is a fact. You have nobody in Jamaica as an average level education in football. Nobody in Jamaica have an average world level education in football. None whatsoever. None. You understand me? So TikTok, if you have that, how can you be here telling me that you're gonna teach people? What level of education in football you have to teach people? Why you can't just get somebody that has that level of education, pay them to just become a teacher, period. What about that idea then? So get the people, yeah, I understand what I'm saying, Mark Alan. Get the people with the 10 level education, make them be a coach of the country. Just get them in, bring them here, and let them teach the people them here then. So at least we know that they might not have the qualification for the 10 level education, but at least them have the personnel that teach them it, period. That's all I want. I just want to have someone who have the 10 level education, go to Jamaica, teach all of the personnel them, because that is a fact. TikTok, even Mr. Speed that you talk about, always Mr. Speed level football level education is nowhere to the world standard. Nowhere. And him himself will tell you that. Him himself will tell you that. You understand me? So we want to find ways to improve that. And I think take money out of the JFF, get one of the best coaches them, pay them the money to come and teach, not to coach any football, because maybe we can't afford them. So we bring them in on a month program and let them come and teach people here. Let them come and teach people. Let me know what people say about that idea. Let them come and teach people. So at least we would have gotten the people and being educated without even getting the qualification as yet, but being educated.
JD, you are 100% correct. And if I should use even track and field to bring across the analogy that I want to use so that people can understand where I'm coming from, Stephen Francis and Glenn Mills, they are arguably two of the most successful coaches in the world. And why is JD laughing?
No. It's TikTok. It's just TikTok.
Yes,
I am done with TikTok. I give up.
So there's the ideology that once you're Jamaican, we're naturally fast based on genetics and all of that. I would say once you're a black man, there's some speed to you naturally. I can say that, but I wouldn't say once you're a Jamaican, because we're now seeing Kenyan sprinting, and we are just recently dominating sprint events. You know, what is the point I'm making? The point I'm making, we are doing well because of the culture. When we have sports day in Jamaica, it's not cricket, not even football, a track and field, we call it sports day. And we have two coaches who have learned, who have educated themselves. And that is why it has enhanced Jamaica's track and field. It has enhanced our athletics programs. So I am saying, JD, just like the time and effort that was placed into our track and field, our coaches, football, people think that Jamaica is the world, you know. People just think that once you're in Jamaica, we have a global brand, yes. But Jamaica in itself, we need development. And I'm saying our coaches, they need to understand that, hey, in order for me to be effective, in order for me to be the best at what I am doing, I must be educated. Whether I get it theoretically or experientially. And both, because football is not like many years ago. There's no science to football. There's no psychology to football. As I'm saying, the game has evolved. Footballers are now being placed on a special diet. A man can have an off game, even though I'm the best player out there, because he have a problem at yard. You understand? And that is why them start to hire sports psychologists. And this is where the sport is now at. So when you take a top player and have a coach who is just learning the Jamaica, I can understand that logics. A simple logics.
Yeah.
What we do in Jamaica and happen nowhere else in the world.
Yeah, man, facts, man. But I must say this is a touchy subject. So you can say have people get a little bit disrespectful and them stuff here. But let me just go to the comments. More want to shut up. More want to shut up, guys. Me definitely want to shut up. So I'm gonna do like the next 15 minutes. Remember to push it to maximum 15 minutes. Remember just go through them 2 comments, yeah, and you can do it. It's not just a lack of formal education among our national coaches. It's a lack of understanding of the game generally and how the game works. In my opinion, we have people that understand the game, we'll be fine. That's what he said. And Chevy said, JD, you love underrate local Jamaican coaches too much. You know the people, them qualification. Travis, this was by the statement of Mr. Speed and all of the coaches in the country. That's what he has actually said. You get me? So it has nothing to do with me. So that means Mr. Speed would have to be a liar then to say that none of the coaches which we are putting in context. We are not talking about coaches that were born in Jamaica and coaches overseas. We are talking about coaches that are inside the Premier League now and those places. That's what we are talking about, because those are the individuals he's trying to give specific jobs, period. All right, so those are the personnel that don't have the qualification. You know why? Because they are literally there trying to give them the qualification, Travis. So I'm not asking you, I'm telling you it is actually true. Because why you're gonna have an A license in Europe, Lansley, and then you go back and do a C license Concacaf? For what reason? When you have the highest license in the world, why you would do it? Travis, come on, man. Reason logical, man. You know what we're talking about, my brother, man. So we're not disrespecting nobody, man. All right? Yeah, man. Come on, man. JD, you do not have to block him, but you can ignore him, laugh out loud. Yeah, man, it's okay, man. I just want to have a football conversation, that's all. But sometimes the man might take it out of extra, you know. Part of the education is practical skill. When Jamaica give a up and coming coaches a team, we are trying to give them some experience. Jamaica will get a proper coach when the big competition start. But come on, TikTok, you can't do that, TikTok. Because the problem is you need a proper coach and forget time. That's our problem. We keep on getting coaches when the competition starts. So them need to just come in and get the job done when the competition start. What about getting the people on time so them properly prepare and get the people in the mind state? Football science, get them in the mind state to get a job done. Which you should stop trying to give people Donaldson's job. You understand me? And give them a job, an actual job from before TikTok. The approach towards life, means everything. JD, we have to give teachers much respect to deal with some of the. Oh, why? No, it's okay, it's okay, man. We approach wrong, man. We go so much different levels just to agree with the JFF. When it now make no sense, TikTok, it now make no sense bringing people early. Yeah, them can go look a job. Them can go look a job elsewhere if they want a job, and then come back with the experience. You have my boy, going overseas and doing good. We don't hear them talking about giving him a Jamaican job. What? Because he's overseas doing his job now? JD agree. People fail to remember that America used Klinsmann from Germany to learn and establish a system, get a Bielsa and have him teach. We need to produce players and coaches. Yes, man. Yes, man. Pastor, you were saying something. Let me just finish with that and then we'll wrap up. All right, because the show was designed
Daddy,
the 2 hours go extra.
Daddy,
Mhm.
I got injured early in my track experience. When I came back to track and field, I literally was coaching myself. And methodologies that I employ coaching myself, I realized because when a coach is sent to a school within GC fast thing, him don't have time to pay attention to a single individual. Him have a team and him have the school to take care, the school business to run. So I could not fit into the coach's plan on the larger scale of things. I was responsible for getting myself prepared. And then when trials happen, I go at trials and prove the merit of players for whatever team. Track and field, cricket and football. About 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I realized that the track methodology when we use, and up to today, my SDC under 18 5K record still stands in Jamaica. People can look up that. When I realized so the method when we use train myself, them put them have it in a movie now. It is now in the coaching manuals now. But then there's something when we use. And those persons who are close to me would be able to validate what I say. You train slower to run faster to prevent yourself from getting injured while training. So when I was coming back from injury, I never get re-injured. And I always turn up in tip-top condition. I've said that to say this. All of these persons who have not left Jamaica to go elsewhere to get experience need to be delving into all of the materials that are made available and read and implement it on yourself so you have a proven product. I could go do the coaching license about either of those 3 disciplines and maybe 4 disciplines and get it easy because I have been practicing some of these things where them are put in that are presently in coaching manuals that they may used to use. Yeah, people at Jamaica, people don't realize this, Rene Sumois did not feel the second time when he came to Jamaica. Is that the JFF hired him when the program, the competition was already going on. He never had time to prepare. He was successful the first time because he had time to build in things, seeing what was going to be needed and carry on. This methodology with TikTok I suggest has been proven to be a failure since we made it to 98 in France. It failed every time and it never start fail because it make no sense. Wrong will never win and right cannot lose.
Yeah, man. So, but Pastor, we have to catch up back with that conversation because
Yeah,
I had
man.
to I went over the time. So please, guys, make sure to resubscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. Taz, thanks for being here. You said you're coming in from Sheffield. Massive respect, man. Thanks for the continued support. Thanks everyone for being here. We can have the conversation, but let we start be civil upon the conversation. Nobody don't disrupt Travis because I heard him said he's not coming back to the channel or whatever the situation is. If Travis don't want to come back to the channel on his own, let him do that. But don't disrespect him because at the end of the day, we are trying to get the best for every country that we try to target. You understand me? Yes. So guys, thanks yet again for another good one. I will try my best to come later, but if I can't, remember we have some different things to cover tomorrow because we're gonna have two competition starting from tomorrow. So we're going to be chopping up that. So thanks yet again, Mark Alan. Thanks very much, Lansley Blake, and we have our father Warren. Yes. So massive respect everybody that checked in. Massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. So just take care, and I will try and catch you guys up later, or if not tomorrow. We will set the streams from very early. You just drop a like and just keep on supporting the conversation. All right. Massive respect. Peace out.
All
See
right,
you in the
man.
next.